talkSPORT Sports Update with Trust a Trader. Find top-notch tradespeople in your area, all who pass the Trust a Trader 15-point assessment.
talkSPORT. A very good afternoon. You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT. Here with your sports headlines, I'm Amelia Beltrao. Chelsea have made an inquiry about signing Antoine Semenyo in January. It's after it was revealed clubs only have the first 10 days of the transfer window to trigger the Bournemouth winger's release clause of $65 million. We also know that City, United and Liverpool are keen on him.
That means that all of the big six clubs have actually had some contact, although Arsenal are kind of ruling themselves out in the winter market. And Chelsea's position is clear that if they move, it's bringing forward summer business.
That's talkSPORT's Ben Jacobs there. Well, should Semenyo stay at Bournemouth, his release clause drops this summer. Elsewhere, Arne Slot's described Mickey van de Ven's challenge on Alexandra Isak on the weekend as reckless after confirming his record signing will be out for a couple of months with a broken leg. The striker underwent an operation yesterday. Now, Newcastle want the referee's body to clarify the decision not to give them a penalty against Chelsea at the weekend. Anthony Gordon went down after a challenge from Trevor Chalobah in the draw at St James's Park. Here's Eddie Howe.
It's a dangerous thing. I don't know if we can train them to. I wouldn't want to train them to deliver that kind of challenge in the box, because I think you're going to pose or give the referee a decision to make.
Now, the ECB is trying to establish the facts on a video which appears to show Ben Duckett slurring his words. It's as the director of cricket, Rob Key, is also investigating separate claims of heavy drinking on the Ashes tour of Australia. Andrew Miller, UK editor for ESPN Crick Info, says England have been careless down under.
The optics were terrible. I don't know what part of them thought that it would look like a good idea to have England just sitting around in beach bars for 4 days with the Aussie media hounding them at every opportunity.
And in lighter cricket news, Indonesia's Gabby has become the first bowler ever to take 5 wickets in an over in a T20 international. There's more at talksport.com.
talkSPORT News.
After months of protest, the government is softening the rules on inheritance tax for farmers. And 2 men have been found guilty of plotting a gun attack on a mass gathering of Jewish people in Manchester. More from the news team at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. With expert technicians in all our centres across the country, we'll keep your car's inbuilt safety tech in top condition this winter. Book today at quickfit.com.
We're expecting a cloudy afternoon for most parts of the UK with light rain for some of us. Brief brightness is possible, though, in the west.
Good afternoon, this is Drive with myself, Oladipo, and the great Gabby Agbonlahor. Coming up today, we're going to tell you what Antonio Conte had to say about Manchester United last night as his Napoli side won their first piece of silverware of the season. Certainly won't be the last. We'll discuss the stuttered run-up for penalties. I think it's cheating. I really do. I think it's cheating. We're going to discuss that. Mo Salah was on the score sheet for Egypt last night as his side came from behind against Zimbabwe. How does Arne Slot re-find his best form? They're going to need it for Liverpool to compete for a top 4 spot. And we'll bring you all the build-up to our live commentary of Arsenal versus Crystal Palace in the League Cup quarter-final tonight. That game's live on talkSPORT. All that, plus we're picking our halfway Premier League team of the season. And we're going to revisit a Premier League Boxing Day thriller involving our very own Gabby Agbonlahor. This is Drive on talkSPORT. Remember, you can get involved 03717 223344. Gabs, we're back.
How are we, my friend?
We're back. We're off the bench again.
How was our homeland?
Nigeria.
How was it?
It was all right, you know. It was very hot, very chaotic.
Was it out there?
Chaotic. It was there for a boxing event.
Okoli done well, didn't he?
He did all right, Okoli. Got rid of Ebenezer Tete in a couple of rounds. Needed to do that. There was a good Olympic gold medalist, Tony Yoka.
Okay.
He's kind of fell off a little bit, but he's now kind of signed with Queensbury and Frank Warren. He was there as well. He got the job done in a round. But we're just trying to grow boxing back in Nigeria.
How was it as a whole event? Because that's the main thing, isn't it?
Improvements need to be made.
Okay.
But I think I almost have to judge it separately.
Yeah.
I can't judge it comparing it to what Matchroom do and what Queensbury do and even what Boxer does. But I think give it 12 to 18 months and it'll be similar to those type of standards, I think.
Yeah. Needs time, like you says.
Needs time,
Yes.
indeed. How you been? Your
Yeah,
Villa
all
boys
well,
are doing
mate,
all right, innit?
all well,
You seem to be smiling now. Villa are playing good football.
So it is, Addy, when you work in media like we do, when your team's doing well, it makes working so much fun. Don't you see I'm working a lot more now? You know, I might work Christmas
the phone
Day.
calls, yeah.
I might work Christmas Day. I'm available because my team's doing so well. And maybe when we drop off, if that happens,
Then-
come see me, mate.
Yeah, then you'll
Get
start
myself to the
answering the phone
Caribbean.
calls. Yeah, start. You know, we got the darts on. We're gonna speak about darts a bit later. We're gonna go to dance, I think.
Yes.
Alexandra Palace. This is my first time seeing you since your famous beating of Andy Goldstein. Have you come down from that high yet, or are you still very much cloud?
Do you know what, mate? I had a feeling I'll beat him because I've said this many times, and you know I have to say it on this show. I know this is Andy and Bentley's show, but we have to be honest and say Andy is jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
It's a common saying in my house
Couldn't
when I was a
agree more.
kid. My dad used to say it a lot to us, like concentrate on one thing. But like Andy is like, it's okay
He
at
wants to
pool.
be the master at pool.
It's
He wants
okay
to be
at
the master at darts.
He scored one
decent-
goal.
decent on the radio.
Soccer A training. And,
Yeah,
you
I forgot about
the
that.
worldie. But I had the fan base. I had the crowd. Very important. People might listen to the radio and say that no one likes Gabby, but I had the crowd at the darts, mate.
Are you on it
It
again
meant
next
a lot.
year?
I will, mate. It meant a lot, the crowd.
Yeah.
Even Bentley was cheering for me.
Did you play O'Hara in the semis? What was that? Who did you play next?
I lost to Dino. No shame in that.
these
I was on a
two-
double as well to win, and I missed.
Double what? Remember?
Double 10, I think it was.
Double 10.
Yeah, I think I missed it.
To beat the legend Dean
But,
Saunders.
Bentley struggled as well. Bentley found it difficult. You know, you can practice every day. You can have your own darts. But at the end of the day, mate, can you handle
Pressure.
the pressure of the atmosphere? And they didn't. They crumbled.
Yeah, someone who certainly can handle the pressure of the atmosphere is Scott McTominay. Because him and Rasmus Højlund are officially officially Italian Super Cup champions after leaving Manchester United. So why would anyone, simple question is, why would anyone want to sign for United right now?
58 minutes on the clock. Aston Villa 2, Manchester United 1.
That's just about enough. That you filled this guy in, you filled Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in, you filled in the part-time manager, Ten Hag. You filled in other managers that have been here. Even Mourinho and other guys suffered from this situation.
I've got a league table of the calendar year. You play 36 games and you've got 46 points in that calendar year.
The vulnerability is they concede too many goals, and that's why they are where they are.
It may not go into the Christmas period 7th in the Premier League. Meanwhile, a couple of their former players, Scott McTominay and Rasmus Højlund, both played the full 90 minutes as they beat Bologna 2-0 to win the Italian Super Cup, which, by the way, was played in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. That's probably a conversation we need to have as well. Their manager, though, Antonio Conte, aimed a slight dig at United after picking up the trophy. He said this: Højlund and McTominay were not playing at Manchester United, so there must be a reason. Given the work done by me and my staff, I believe our job is to expand a player's knowledge and make him stronger. I invest a lot in that, and I think every player I've worked with has always come out improved technically, tactically, and more important, mentally. That's a dig at, it's not just a dig at Bruno, I guess it's a dig at managers before that. Why are we seeing players leave United and having success?
I think when you look at McTominay, you'd say he left Manchester United. He was playing at Manchester United when he left.
Yeah.
He was appearing in the team. He's left. He's gone to a team where the manager's got faith in him. He's going to start every game. They're playing to his attributes. He's getting balls in the box. He's scoring goals. And it's worked for him. And you look at his goal record, 18 goals in 62 games, 9 assists. He's bringing in numbers as well. MVP last season in Serie A.
Ballon d'Or
contender, winning the league in his first season there. And also this season already winning the Coppa Italiano, they call it.
Is that what it is?
Yes,
Italiano.
Coppa Italiano. So he's getting success there, but I wouldn't get too carried away with Højlund because watching Højlund at Manchester United, he had so many chances, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly, like he couldn't hold the ball up. He wasn't using his strength. That's nothing to do with service. That's nothing to do with Manchester United. He was having chances on the plate. He was missing them. He was going through one-on-one, straight at the keeper, missing easy chances. Yes, he's scoring now. 7 goals in 18 games. It's not prolific, is it? It's okay.
No.
Let's not forget.
Is it just a weaker league as well? Are we not getting too excited? Is it just a case of, let's be honest, the pace of the Premier League is unlike none other. The Italian league's a drop off. It isn't like when we were young.
No.
The Italian league was numero uno. It's not the same, is it?
Mate, you're spot on. even when I watched Inter Milan versus Liverpool, I was a bit like, come on, an Inter. Come on, get him, get at him.
No third gear.
It was comfortable for Liverpool. It was like, this is the best you've got. And I know Inter Milan have done very well in Champions League in recent years, reaching the final, but you can see why they lost. Was it 6, a record, 6 or 7 to PSG, whatever it was, in the final? And I look at that league compared to the Premier League, and there's a reason why players will leave the Premier League and go to Serie A, other leagues, and find it more easy. So you can't just throw the blame at Manchester United. Everyone leaves Manchester United and do well. Well, Jadon Sancho hasn't. You know,
Garnacho's not lifted up trees yet, has he?
Højlund's done okay. You know, Lukaku will probably come back and take that spot off him when he's fully fit. So I think we have to look at the players and say, maybe you got to look at yourself a bit as well, that maybe Manchester United was too big of a club for you. You couldn't handle being
Who's the last player that's gone to United? Removing Bruno from the equation, I think Bruno's fantastic. Yep. Aside from Bruno, who's the last player that's gone to United and that's really performed?
I would say Diallo. I really like him, mate. And when I found out he was going to AFCON and he wasn't going to play against Aston Villa, I was so relieved. At that right wing-back position,
good for him,
like, honestly, mate, he's just like an extra right-hand side forward. You got like him and then Boomer on that side.
Fantastic, that.
I love watching him. He can do everything. He can score goals. He can chop defenders inside and outside. A very, very good player. So I think that signing's worked.
Yeah, there has been a lot of talk about Semenyo. Obviously, look,
yes.
we'll get to it a bit more in depth about his January clause and what it means for players. Man United heavily linked with
Don't
Semenyo.
Do it.
That's it, isn't it?
Don't go there. Go. No, don't go there, Semenyo. My reasons why: Bruno Fernandes. It's been at Manchester United 5 years. Won 1 FA Cup, 1 EFL Cup. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at Semenyo, I'm saying, you can pick whatever Premier League club you want to go to at the moment. Why would you choose Manchester United? I get Cunha, Manchester United fan as a kid. He's proven that. He's got pictures in a Manchester United shirt. I get that. It's your goal to play for the club you supported. But for Semenyo, I'm choosing Liverpool.
Yeah, if you've got the pick of the bunch.
Liverpool.
And remember, Cunha didn't. I think it was Newcastle and United. Yes. I can understand. And Burma, very similar. If you're Semenyo and it's Chelsea, it's Man City, it's Liverpool, it's potentially even Arsenal. Yeah. Why pick United?
And all these teams can pay exactly the same as Manchester United. Man City will want him. So I think he would choose Manchester City and Liverpool before we would choose Chelsea or Manchester United. And I don't know why Spurs are even getting involved. They've got some audacity, even picking up the phone.
Yeah.
I bet his agent's like, let's just leave it there, guys.
The thing about Spurs, though, is that he could almost be the superstar. I was thinking about this with Eze the other day. Eze's going to do well for us. I don't ever think it's going to be Eze's team. Whereas I'm thinking about Eze at Spurs, and there's a part of me that thinks this would have been his team.
Yes, but wouldn't you look at it as well from a player, though, and say Spurs can't pay the same as the big clubs?
They can't guarantee you Champions League football.
Exactly. Can they guarantee you league titles, Champions Leagues? No, they can't. Semenyu's not 21, 22. He's 25. You know, at his probably prime, mature age. He wants to go now and say, okay, I can pick who I want to go to. Okay, I'm going to pick a side, Manchester City or Liverpool, where I'm guaranteed to win Premier Leagues or Champions Leagues. Arsenal don't need him. I do think Arsenal don't need him. They've got Eze, Martinelli, Trossard, Madueke. They don't need Semenyo. But all the other teams, I will not choose Manchester United. Don't be Bruno Fernandes, who will probably go down as one of the best players in the Premier League era that didn't win the Premier League.
Final one on United. If you are, and there's been a lot of talk about Kobbie Mainoo because of what his brother did wearing this shirt, which I thought was a bit silly.
Yes.
But if you're him and you're looking at what Højlund's doing, game time, trophies, McTominay, who's now become a superstar, right? An Italian football key player for Scotland in the World Cup. Do you not look at that if you're Kobbie and think, I can go and find somewhere else now?
Do you know what I'm doing if I'm Kobbie Mainoo? I'm saying to my agent over Christmas, I'm having meetings, I'm saying, the 1st of January, don't even leave the training ground till I'm gone. If they try and get you out of the training ground, make sure they have to physically throw you out because I want out of this football club. They're wasting my career. There's a World Cup. I played in Euros. Done okay. There's a World Cup coming. I've got a chance. If I get 5 months playing regular football,
100%.
I've got a chance of making. We're not blessed with outstanding options in that centre midfield area. Anderson, very good player. Wharton, very good player.
Yeah, and it would fancy his chances up against
100%,
those.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You might come for the academy. You love Manchester United. So what? Go and play football. This manager is treating you so badly. Exactly. Like, everyone's saying if he wasn't injured, he would have started against Villa. I don't think he would have. I think he would have looked at it and says, I need someone who's going to get the ball back, a Casemiro sort of player. Ugarte started. I think Ugarte and Fernandes would have started even if Mayu was fit. He's not going to play Mayu and Fernandes as a two.
No.
He really isn't.
Just doesn't want to do it.
He doesn't want to do it. So for me, Mayu, get yourself out of there ASAP.
Yeah. All right, we'll see. January transfer window is going to be fast approaching. All right, the afternoon session is into its final game at the PDC World Championships. Let's get an update now. talkSPORT's Ian Danter.
Afternoon to you, Addy. Well, the 3 games that we've already had have all gone to deciding sets. Brilliant stuff this afternoon. First, Ryan Meikle got to the 3rd round for the first time in his career, beating New Zealand #1 Johnny Tata 3-2. Then Callan Rydz, a very emotional Callan Rydz, saw off Daryl Gurney by the same scoreline. And just now, Jermaine Watamina, the machine gun, has beaten former semi-finalist Scott Williams in a deciding 5th set. Right now, the final match of the afternoon sees Arno Merck, the German on debut who beat Kim Huybrechts 3-1 in the very first match of these championships, up against former world champion Peter Wright. And Merck is already breaking the right throw and is 2-0 up in the first set in a race to 3 to go through to round 3 in the post-Christmas jamboree here at Alexandra Palace. You can follow all the action on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube page, the talkSPORT app, and live right now as well over on talkSPORT 2.
PDC World Darts Championship update on talkSPORT with Village Hotels. Hit the bullseye this New Year's Eve. Party at one of our New Year's Eve events. 34 locations across the UK. Find out more at villagehotels.com.
As Dan said there, just to remind you, you can hear every single dart thrown throughout this year's World Championship by simply downloading the free talkSPORT app. All right, we're taking your calls. Man United fans, don't get upset with me. I'm only asking a question. Why would anyone sign for Manchester United right now if you can also sign for the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and even Spurs? Everybody's after Semenyo. Why should he go to Manchester United? Give us a call, 03717 22 3344. Come and have your say. nothing reportedly about it. They're out on the lash. So we can
Let them have a drink.
Have a drink.
Let them have a drink.
Yeah, the problem is don't have 100 drinks.
Let the lads have a drink, Addy.
Stop it. No. Just quickly, Oxford United head coach Gary Rowett has been sacked with the club in the Championship relegation zone. It really is a merry-go-round in the Championship.
Yes. Tough job, though, at Oxford.
I'd love to know if there's ever been a season in the Championship, I'm talking ever, where a manager hasn't been sacked.
Oh, I doubt it.
Yeah.
I doubt
Bill, Billy?
Yeah, Bill.
Find out for us. All right, Newcastle seeking clarification from the PGMOL after they were denied a penalty against Chelsea over the weekend for Trevor Chalobah's challenge on Anthony Gordon. Should have been a pen. Don't know if you've seen that. Should have been a pen. Nah, should have been a pen.
50,
you know when
50,
they say they're seeking clarification, what's the PGML going to say?
But what do you got there after his touch? Gordon was going out.
Gordon's pace. But it's like your pace back in the day.
So close to the end.
I think he would have got there.
You reckon he gets there?
I think he gets there. All right, now though, we're taking your calls. Why would anyone want to sign for Man United right now? 03717 223344. This comes in light of Antoine Semenyo, who probably will leave Bournemouth in the January transfer window. Manchester United have been heavily linked with the Bournemouth forward. He also, though, has the likes of Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City and Chelsea looking at him. Why would he go Man United? Paul, Man United fans got in touch. Paul, why would anyone come to your club right now?
Good evening, Paul.
Good evening. Is it evening? Oh, yeah, it is actually, yeah. Cracking show, by the way, as always. Absolutely fantastic. Man United. History. Joint history, potential. I think there were only two or three players away from competing with the likes of Arsenal and Liverpool. Potential for Champions League next season, which I actually do think we'll get.
You think you'll finish top 5?
Yeah. I do. I honestly do. Yeah, I think. I know we lost at weekend to Palace, but I think to Aston Villa. But I thought there were majority of that's the lot better side, and that we're going against somebody who was on a 9-win unbeaten streak.
Yeah, they made it 10.
So they made it 10. Yeah, so I think the potentially they can definitely get top 5. And if you're looking at putting that lad in from Bournemouth into that side, along with probably a couple of more midfielders and probably a centre-back, I can see us, definitely competing next season for Champions League.
Yeah, one thing I will say about United, and this is, I was going to come on and dig you, Paul, but you have improved. Yeah. I will give you that. I think Mbeumo's come in and he's added something. Cunha's come in. I think the goalkeeper's come in and he's obviously a lot better than what Onana was last season. So you've made improvements. My worry, and the question was, why would he choose United over Liverpool, over Man City, over Chelsea, over Arsenal? Like before, it would have been wages. Years ago, it would have been wages. And you're right, success. All of them can pay the big money now, and they all win trophies. So why you guys, as you just said it, you need 4 or 5 players? City probably need one.
Can they match the wages what Man United can actually provide?
Well, I think we've seen that with Van Dijk and Salah.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. But I just think it's the history of Manchester United. I mean, if I were a player, I'd
how long can we keep talking about that, Paul? It's been a long time since that was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
15, 20 years ago, you're winning every single Premier League title, back to back. I mean, it's been ages since you won a Premier League. It's been ages since you've competed in the latter stage of the Champions League.
I think in back days, though, when there was winning it back to back, it wasn't as competitive as it is now. You got 2 or 3 clubs who were winning it. So I've always said back in the 90s that Man United were probably lucky to dominate that period of time. Whereas now, it's a lot harder to win the Premier League than it has been in the past. But anyway, going forward to why would a player want to sign for Manchester United? Basically because of what potential there is there for any player.
If I'm a player, and we spoke about this earlier, Paul, I look at what Scott McTominay's done. Now, you look at what even Højlund's doing. He couldn't hit a barn door when he was playing for you boys. And he's gone and he's got, 7, 8 goals for Napoli. And look, don't get me wrong, weaker league.
Yeah,
but McTominay's gone and he's a Ballon d'Or. But you lot, I mean, there was a time when Man United fans used to laugh at this McFred. Remember that we used to almost take the mick out of it. All of a sudden, Scott McTominay's gone. He's a Ballon d'Or winner. He's the best player in Italy. I almost feel like it's the curse to go United right now. No player seems to go there and improve.
No, they don't. But the players what do leave actually go into a weaker league, so they make them look a lot better than what they actually were. There's not many players what's left Manchester United to another Premier League club who's actually improved.
True, that's true. Cheers for the call, Paul. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is the problem, isn't it? It's the problem with a lot of Man United fans, and I get it, right? Liverpool fan as well. Like, you just talk about the history, and it only lasts so long. How can you continue to talk about it?
Like, let's look at history. Let's look at their recent history in the Champions League. The last time they were in the Champions League was 2-3 seasons ago. Finished bottom of their league.
Wow.
4 points, 1 win, 1 draw, 4 defeats out of 6 games. FC Copenhagen.
Who?
Finished second in that group. Galatasaray third. Manchester United fourth. That's the last time they played in the Champions League. So
far away from that.
I know, and you're talking about history. Like, we can't go. How far are we going back now? When did the last win the Premier League? 2012, 13, whenever it was. I'm just looking at the teams available now. If I'm Semenyo and his agent, I'm saying, like, thanks for, Manchester United for, like, being interested, but no, Liverpool, Man City is our choice.
Bit more stable.
Yes.
All right, still to come, we are going to be hearing about England's cricket players reportedly enjoying a mid-Ashes booze-up. Not even a post-season booze-up. A mid-Ashes booze-up. Incredible. But first, it's time for No Googling. Yeah, after his winner against Forest last night, Fulham's Raul Jimenez has the joint best 100% penalty conversion rate in Premier League history. He's done 11 out of 11. We want to know, do you know this? Who does he share that record with? Ooh. You know what? I'm going to say what I thought it was, and it's not right. I thought it was Matt Letizia. The answer is not Matt Letizia. Yeah? All right, answer when we come back.
Every spring, sports fans in Europe come together to celebrate arguably rugby's biggest annual tournament, the Six Nations. But why is it the home nations, plus France and Italy, and no one else? It all started back in 1871 when Scotland beat England in the very first international rugby match. A few years later, when they could field a team, Wales decided they'd host England and an idea was thought up. With Ireland keen, they formed the Home International Championship, which ran from 1883. In 1910, France was allowed to join, as they were developing into a serious rugby nation, and thus the Five Nations was born. France had an interesting history with the championship. They were actually booted out for paying their players in 1931, when the home nations were keen to keep it amateur. After World War II, though, France were let back in, but it remained a closed shop for more than 50 years. And when another country was let in, it was only really because the Five Nations hand had been forced. Italy was developing into a serious contender, beating Scotland, France and Ireland twice in the same year, meaning in 1999 officials got together and said yes to Italy and it became the Six Nations. So what changes, if any, come next? 7 nations? 8? A promotion and relegation system? Or should we leave it alone and let it remain the great rugby tradition it's become?
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie, yes or no?
Yes.
No, it's not really, is it?
You don't think so?
Oh, is it? How's it a Christmas movie?
But what is a Christmas movie then? Does it have to
Home
be
Alone.
Home Alone?
Home Alone's a Christmas movie.
Grinch, obviously.
Christmas movie. There you go. Die Hard's a action-packed gangster movie.
Yeah.
Great movie as well.
Yeah.
Right, the question we asked you before the break, wanting to know, Fulham's Raul Jimenez has the joint best 100% penalty conversion rate in the Premier League. 11 out of 11, although we're going to talk about his penalty technique. We wanted to know, who does he share that record with? None of you got it right. The answer is...
I don't know. Well, I do know. But
you do know, but you didn't know, did you?
I want to cheat.
Oh, no, it's okay. I told you. You can say it.
Oh, you're Tory.
Yeah, would never have guessed that.
Never, ever.
Never. I don't actually even remember him taking a penalty.
Mate, he was so underrated.
Yeah.
Remember a game we played against him in the Etihad, mate?
Yeah.
He literally ran past 3 of our players and sort of just held them like little boys.
Too big.
Just
Too big,
literally
too
ran
strong.
past them and just held them. Like, stop there. Stop chasing me. So quick as well.
Peak for peak, Premier League 11. Would he get in a Premier League 11?
I think
he's peak.
Man, I think he has to be.
Yeah.
On his day, some of the goals he scored, the pace he had.
Frightening. And now we know
Finishing.
he took pens. All right, listen, Drive. This is Drive on talkSPORT. Andy Oladipo, Gabby Agbonlahor. Still to come, we're going to be asking how Arne Slot gets the best out of Mohamed Salah for the rest of the season. Mohamed Salah scored for Egypt in their win over Zimbabwe. But let's now turn our attention to a bit of cricket. Loads going on because England will investigate reports of players drinking excessively during a break from the Ashes series in the beach town of Noosa, which has now become famous. That came before they went on to lose the 3rd test and therefore the series. Let's get more as we are joined by talkSPORT's cricket reporter Sam Allard. Sam, this is a disgrace.
Hello, Sam.
Afternoon, guys. Yeah, this is just becoming messy now, isn't it? On the pitch, England have been nowhere near good enough. We went into this series with real hope, I think genuine hope that we could go toe-to-toe with Australia. And for the large part of this series, they've been absolutely nowhere near good enough. With balling in the field, they've been outplayed by Australia. Ashes over inside, 3 test matches. And as always is the case on an overseas tour to Australia, these sort of things normally come out. There's normally some sort of drama. They had a few days off in between Test match 2 and 3. They went to Noosa, which, by the way, sounds amazing. I mean, when a talkSPORT going to do their first OB in Noosa, and what show's going to get the honour to do that?
Sam, I booked my flight already. Sound like a great night.
We're on their way.
Christmas time in Noosa, Gabby. What a good couple of days it's been for the Noosa tourist.
Sam, what exactly has happened for people who haven't heard? How many days? It's saying 6 days, maybe they've been on it.
Yeah, again, they were in Noosa for a few days. Reports say that they had a couple of days in Brisbane drinking. Then they went to Noosa and carried on the drinking. Now, I think one thing we know, they went to Noosa. They had that planned months and months in advance, and they certainly had a good time. They certainly enjoyed themselves.
Wait, one second. What do you mean fair?
Had it planned?
Sorry, 1 second. They're 2-0 down in the Ashes.
No, Addy, I think
fans have spent thousands to get over there to watch them play cricket. And you've had a couple of drinks. What?
No, Addy, something I think that's fair is I think, these boys are away from home. They went to New Zealand, to Australia, and some of them go straight to the T20 World Cup after this. Some of them are going to be away from home for 4 or 5 months. As an England cricket fan, in between Test matches, when you got a slightly bigger break, I've got no problem with these guys getting away from cricket, going out.
Sam, they're elite athletes, Sam, they're elite athletes. Why have you got to have a drink? I understand the downtime and having a break. Go and play a bit of golf, go sauna, go for a swim. Why have you got to have why have you got a drink?
No,
that's what I don't get.
But when I say drink, I mean, like, if they're having a spot of lunch and one of them wants to have a cold beer, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think that's not the reason why they went and lost the third Test match. The problem is, Addy, did they cross the line? Now, there has been some reports and some stories that it turned into a stag do. And hey, listen, we've all been on stag do's, right? And I hope that it didn't turn into a stag do, because that's, Addy, that then is going beyond the line. And that's then completely unacceptable. I didn't expect these cricketers to spend 4 days in the hotel room staring at 4 walls. Yeah. Go out, enjoy yourself, sure. But what Rob Key, the managing director of England Cricket, is now about to find out is sort of what sort of lengths did it go to. And I really hope that they didn't cross the line.
Very quickly, Gab. If England at the World Cup coming up, if England had a game and they had 5 days off, which is very possible, by the way. I've had a look at it. They could have 4 or 5 days. Do you think Thomas Tuchel would allow these England players to have one sip of wine in between those 4 days?
No.
Do you even think Harry Kane would accept the players going off, even a few of the junior, and having a glass of wine?
No.
So why is it acceptable for England cricket players to do it?
No, I don't think it's acceptable. But I think, like Sam says, they've been in New Zealand before, Sam, you says.
Correct.
As well,
and some will go to the T20 World Cup straight from Australia.
Yeah.
It's about 6 months away from home.
Away from home. So I get it to have a few drinks, but what they've got to be careful is, like Addy says, fans have spent thousands to get out there, Sam. They're not playing great cricket. Already 3-0 down. It could be a whitewash. And for fans that are over there now to hear this, they are taking the mick a bit, aren't they, Sam?
Yeah, but look.
Sam's been on tour with him, isn't he? Sam's been on tour.
No, but look, I think there is a perception among some England fans that because since Brendan McCullum came into this England team, he's created a very, very laid-back culture. He came in and inherited a team that won 1 Test match in 17. And one thing he wanted to do was he wanted everything to be a lot more relaxed. He wanted to create a fun environment. And certainly for the first sort of 18 months of his reign, results definitely did improve on the pitch. I think some England fans think that because these guys like to enjoy themselves, like to play golf, it means they don't care. They don't want to win. They're not committed. Sure, I have spent time with some of these guys on tour. Trust me, they care. They want to win. And do you know what the absolute joke and the ironic thing about all of this? Test match 1, England were embarrassing. Test match 2, England were embarrassing. In the third Test match, they did just lose, but it was by far their best performance. So maybe actually the trick is, boys, they need a few more days in Newton before the 4th Test match.
On that 4th Test match, I mean, the interest levels have dropped down because obviously England can't win the Ashes. Will some of these players be rested? Will fans be as interested? I mean, the fans booking their flights back already?
No, I think no one's going to be arrested. I think, listen, the series is done, which is obviously nowhere near good enough. England went out there for with real hope and belief they could win this series. But I promise you, England now will be fearful of a final Ashes defeat, and they will not want that. This talk could get even more messier. So nobody's going to win. And what now? People, coaches, captains, director of crickets, they are playing for their future. All the talk now over the next week or 10 days is going to be about Brendan McCullum. Is he going to stay on as head coach? Look, we wanted to win this series, but to stay state the absolute obvious. 3-2 sounds a lot less worse than losing 5-0. People like Crawley and Pope, their futures are up in the air. McCullum, Stoke. So no one's being rested. They've got to bounce back. They've got to fight. Because one thing you've said, Addy, that's spot on is lots and lots of England fans have spent lots of money to go over there. So no one's being rested.
Sam,
they've got to fight. They've got to work for this now.
I think well, when you heard those quotes from Ben Stokes saying has-beens, disrespectful, I found that.
He was talking about you, apparently.
Yeah, I'm a has-been, and I shouldn't be commenting either. But I just feel like the legendary cricket players, ex-players that he's talking about, and then you come and hear this as a captain of an England cricket team, and they're putting a shambles of a performance in 3 test matches, and to hear that they've been partying and drinking for 6 days, I bet those has-beens will be saying more about this in the coming days.
Sure, but again, one thing I would say is a lot of those has-beens some of them could have been part of sort of the 05 Ashes team.
Oh.
And that England team, they loved to go out and drink, didn't they? They had that,
but they
that's
won.
Also it. No, and I appreciate that. But so I think that, sort of drinking and having a drink after a test match and enjoying yourself after, this isn't the first England cricket team or first cricket team full stop that would have done this mid-tour. So
Sam, you sound like you've got no problem with them drinking for 6 days after abysmal cricket.
No, I never said that, Gabby.
Sounds like it, mate.
If it's turned out to be a 6-day stag do and they've gone beyond the limit, that's not good enough. But again, these boys are away from home for a long, long period of time. And my problem, Gabby, is how they batted. In that first test match, that second test match, not learning from their mistakes, looking to play those horrible drives on the up when Mitchell Stark swinging it around. I've got a problem with that, not learning from their mistakes there. I've got a problem with how they bowled. Too short, too full. That's my problem. In between test matches with an 8-9 day break, if it was a couple of days off, I've got no problem with that. If they went past the line, then sure, but we don't know that for an absolute fact yet.
Sam, is there a culture that's just the norm within cricket? Obviously, look, this almost goes back to, as you mentioned, 04-05 Ashes, where we knew that, Freddie used to like a drink and other players used to like a drink. They enjoyed themselves, yeah. They enjoyed themselves, and it was fine because they were winning. So I think we just accepted it as part and parcel. In football, it was always a culture. Gabby will go back to his time when footballers used to go out after the games and have a drink and used to have
didn't need 9 days.
A midweek drink. Yeah, is it just a culture that we're not used to? Does this normally just happen? But because England are getting battered, it's almost come to the fore a bit more.
No, again, if it's turned out to be this kind of stag do kind of vibe that
what do you know? I know you know something that we don't know, Sam. Has it been a stag do vibe?
No, I don't know, and I hope not, and I'm sure it's not. I think they've enjoyed themselves, and I think, honestly, that's all going to be revealed sooner rather than later. Yeah, I think football and cricket is slightly different. As I mentioned, these guys are almost away from home from all of winter, so there's got to be a little bit of downtime and stuff. So yeah, I really hope that when sort of Rob Key goes away and does an investigation, nothing crazy comes out, and let's hope England can bounce back, because honestly, Addy, on the pitch, it's been nowhere near good enough, and I really can't be back to say, I really thought England were going to go there and cause Australia problems, but Australia across every single facet have been so much better than England, and I think now, what next for England? Here's my opinion. I think that England should look beyond Brendan McCullum. I think the head coach should carry the can for this poor tour and a poor 6 months. Again, I give him credit for when he came in and improved the team, improved sort of the feel-good factor around England. But over the last 18 months, England have got big decisions wrong. Sticking with Crawley and Pope, who have underperformed, they accepted mediocrity, not good enough. They picked Shoaib Bashir for the best part of 18 months for one reason. He'll go to Australia. That tall off-spinner is going to cause Australian batsmen problems. We watched him bowl badly for 18 months. He hasn't even played in Australia. They played a part-time spinner, Will Jacks, in Adelaide. They retired Jimmy Anderson, looking ahead to the Ashes series, thinking we need these big, strong, fast bowlers. The joke is, the way these pitches are played, Jimmy Anderson actually could have done a good job in this series. And the batting. This aggressive approach and intent is okay, but they don't learn from their mistakes. They do the same thing time and time again and don't look to adapt. That's why I think someone's got to carry the can for this awful series on the pitch, and that's why I maybe fear for McCullum.
Can I just give you a quick quote here from England Director of Cricket, Rob Key?
Go on, very quick.
I do not like the drinking culture.
Yeah, and again, if this is some sort of
don't
massive
start for it, Sam. Very quick, go on.
No, if this is some big 6-day stag do, not good enough. If it's a couple of drinks on a few days off, then that's different.
All right, Sam Allard. There you go. Okay, what a man.
Thank you,
Available
Sam.
for dating right now, we've been told. All right, let's go back to Ali Pali, where Ian Dandra is watching day 13 of the PDC World Championships, and there's been an upset dance.
Yeah, big moment for Arno Merck of Germany on debut here at the Alexandra Palace. He has knocked out former world champion Peter Wright convincingly by 3-0, averaging just over 92 to get the job done. Looked completely at home up on that stage, Merck. He's a guy that came through youth darts in Germany at the start of the 2010s, took a break from the sport and came back about 2 years ago and has fought his way to these World Championships via the European Super League, and here he is into round 3. He's already dealt with one world champion just here. He may well face another former world champion next, because the final 4 matches of round 2 take place tonight on talkSPORT 2, the talkSPORT app and the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel, including Michael van Gerwen, the 3-time world champion, against the Magpie William O'Connor. The winner of that will take on Arno Merck. Also, Danny Noppert, Justin Hood, Josh Rock and Joe Comito will be in action. So make sure you're with the talkSPORT 2 network tonight for all the action at Ali Pali.
Top man Dan, thank you very, very much. Love the darts. Absolutely love the darts. Yes. Me and Gabby are going to try and get down
100%
Ali Pali if we can. So if anyone from Matrim's listening can sort us a couple of tickets, we'll be very, very happy. When we come back, we're going to talk about Raul Jimenez, who scored for Fulham from the spot, making it 11 from 11. But the conversation isn't about the fact that he keeps on scoring. It's how he's scoring them. Those stuttery penalties, are they cheating? I think they are. We'll discuss it when we come back. This is the best one so far. It really is. You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT. Oladipo, Gabby, Agbonlahor, and Just Eat. There are millions of prizes to be won when you place an order on the app and play Winter Winners. 18 plus terms apply. Still to come, Gabby is going to be telling us his team of the season so far. Done mine as well. I don't know if anyone was listening.
How many Liverpool players?
None, obviously. They're trying to see if I can get Van Dijk in there on the bench. Couldn't even find a place for him on the bench. Just quickly, though, on the slot, it's confirmed that Alexandra Isak faces a couple of months out following the injury he suffered against Tottenham over the weekend. Bad tackle, just unlucky. Is that a naughty tackle or is that just unlucky?
It's an unlucky one for me.
Yeah.
You know, he's not gone to hurt him. He's gone to try and last-ditch tackle.
Yeah.
And that's football. That can happen. Unlucky.
Yeah.
But you can just tell straight away, mate.
Unlucky.
I thought it was going to be one where
he gets up and he's okay.
No, where the legs
completely bends the wrong way.
And you're like, oh, you can't show that on TV.
Yeah, because the way he went down and started smashing the floor, you're thinking...
Can you tell me, Addy, why is he not getting on the stretcher?
Yeah.
Baffles me, mate.
Yeah,
you
why
know it's a
try and
bad
limp
injury. The stretcher's on. Put him on the stretcher. Why is he limping off on one?
Yeah.
Very odd.
Crazy, isn't it? Man United are eyeing a loan deal for Atletico Madrid midfielder Conor Gallagher. Looks like he wants to return to the Premier League just to get into Thomas Tuchel's thinkings for the World Cup. And now, though, Raul Jimenez scored the only goal of the game from the spot last night as Fulham won 1-0 at home to Nottingham Forest. Big 3 points for Fulham. That took his Premier League penalty record to a perfect 11 out of 11. But he stuttered twice during the run-up before sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. You guys have probably seen it. He stutters. He has a little jump, then he takes it. So that kind of got us thinking, is the stuttering cheating? Like, is it cheating?
I don't think you should be allowed.
Yeah.
Because if you're a goalkeeper, you're expecting players to just run up and then shoot. When they can stop, a keeper can't go there.
You know what it is? He doesn't stop. I think that's why he's smart. I don't think you're supposed to stop. So he ever so slightly almost takes a pause, then goes, but he never really full stops.
Yes, but it's nearly a stop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fernandes used to do it. Jorginho, probably the best at it.
Jorginho's the best, yeah.
It's like wait, until the keeper goes, and then you just go to the side. But it must be so frustrating for keepers.
Yeah, surely if you're the Premier League, you look at this because, look, by the letter of the law, it's not cheating. By the letter of the law, he's allowed to do what he does, hence why he gets away with doing it. But surely there is a thing where the Premier League looks at it and thinks it's almost unfair.
And it's frustrating to watch at times. How many players were doing it 6 months ago and we were like, come on, and they're missing?
I remember Pogba used to do it. We used to kind of take his time to get there.
Take your time, and you're like, come on, mate. Like, some of the fans want to go and get a pie and chips, don't they, at half time? And you've got Pogba taking his time, and then some players missing, and you're like, come on, guys. There should be a rule where it helps keepers. Because keepers have to stay on their line.
Yeah.
So there's rules for
keepers can't come out.
Exactly.
And that's really, penalised if a keeper tries to move the line by an inch. But yet a player can do what Jimenez does. And then, look, this isn't a dig at Jimenez. Just watching the penalty yesterday. I'm thinking, you're not allowed to feint. He's almost fainting before he takes it. I'm like, that's
years ago where you could. Do you remember years ago where they'd literally, stop? Keeper would go and then they'd side-foot it in?
Yes. See, that's been outlawed, right?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not far off that at the moment. When I'm watching,
it's worse than that.
When I'm watching the penalties, I'm like, if you're a keeper, you're like, okay, I know he's running up. I know exactly when he's going to hit it. Now it's a bit like, okay, I've got to reset myself because he's slowing down right at the last second. I think there should be something brought in to stop that, 100%.
What do you make of Raul Jimenez? Obviously, look, there was a time when he was at Wolves where he was, I don't know, so close to that move to Manchester United before he got the injury. He was almost prolific. And he felt like he was going to go to that next level. Then he got the injury. And look, I'm just happy that he's back and he's playing and he's now playing fully fit. And I just wonder if there's another gear to go with him, or is it just this is where he is?
I think this is his level.
Yeah.
I watch him and he's a pest. He's a pest for centre halves. He won't stop. He rarely finishes games.
Yeah.
If you watch him, he'll get brought off for another striker as well. But he will hunt down defenders. He can score a goal. He's very good in the air. He's a very good finisher when he gets a chance. But I think that's his level for them. I don't think he's going to get to anything higher. That was his chance when he was at Wolves.
Yeah, big chance.
To get that big move.
Everyone got the moves.
Exactly.
Everyone that was kind of someone.
I think sometimes, Addy, certain players just suit that club and where that club's at and where that club's going to go. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
We're always trying to move him on, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're always trying to, he should now sign for him because he's done. Just stay
he's
there.
Good enough for that club. He's not better than Fulham. And Fulham aren't better than
Raul Jimenez.
So it works. Adama Traore.
I say the same thing about Marco Silva. Yeah. I think everyone's trying to move Marco Silva when he gets 3 wins back to back. I'm like, Marco Silva's perfect for Fulham.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they need to keep getting results because they're still in the relegation battle.
Indeed, they do. But yeah, that's my frustrations when it comes to Raul Jimenez and penalty takes. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about Mo Salah. And more importantly, where Liverpool get Mo Salah back in. Mo Salah scored for Egypt yesterday in their 2-1 win in the AFCON against Zimbabwe. How does Arne Slot get his star man back in the team and backfiring?
Life after football. For a lot of players, it means going into punditry. Some turn to coaching or working in the game in other ways. But what about the rest? Some former footballers turn their sights away from the game, and there are a few big surprises. First up, from rainbow flicks to pancake flips. Ex-Chelsea and Southampton defender Ken Monku switched up his footballing career to buy a Dutch pancake house. He bought out the shop, which had been his favourite pancake spot as a child, and before long he was mixing the batter and getting behind the stove. Next, Everton legend Thomas Gravesen swapped out the high stakes of the Premier League for those of the poker room. He made over 150 appearances for the Toffees and won the Scottish Premier League with Celtic. Turned out the Danish international was pretty darn good at poker. He racked up a reported £100 million from his Las Vegas adventures. Remember former Chelsea goalkeeper Petr Cech? Turns out football nets weren't the only goals he was pretty handy in front of. After retirement, he became a goaltender in ice hockey. Same skills, very different surface. And he even won a Division 2 title with Guildford Phoenix. For ex-Liverpool centre-back Daniel Agger, it wasn't just fancy footwork that was in his blood. He was also pretty good with his hands. The Denmark international turned to tattoo artistry after he hung up his boots. He'd qualified as a skin artist while at Anfield, and he then became the co-owner of his own tattoo company as well. It's not all glamour for ex-pros, though. 1966 World Cup winner Ray Wilson set up a very different kind of business. He became an undertaker after he retired. Finally, not many people can say they've won both a World Cup and starred in an Oscar-winning film. In fact, there's only one person in the entire world who can say that. Frank Leboeuf, the former Chelsea defender, was part of the 1998 France squad who won the World Cup. He ended up marking Brazil's Ronaldo in the final and helped his side to a 3-0 win. But LeBoeuf had already begun acting on the side while he was playing football, and his biggest role came some years after his retirement when he landed the part of a doctor in the Stephen Hawking biopic The Theory of Everything.
I embrace the career of acting, so I want to learn more. So seeing lots of movies is a part of my job.
To be honest, with all the dramatic diving in the game these days, there's probably tons of ex-pros who've got the acting skills to make it in Hollywood.
Good afternoon. Just gone 5 o'clock. You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT. Oladipo and Gabby Agbonlahor. Still to come. We're going to bring you our Premier League team of the season so far. Not easy.
Yeah.
Not easy. Like, for me, there's like 3 bankers.
Yeah. Right back was tough.
Right back was
hard
very
to pick
tough.
out of 3 players.
Goalkeeper wasn't easy.
No.
Goalkeeper wasn't easy. Haaland's the easiest one.
No standout.
No.
Rodgers was an easy one. Well. No?
Easy. I mean,
are you joking?
But yeah, well, easy, like banker. Rodgers is a banker.
Of course.
Okay, fair. Whereabouts? What position?
Off the left, mate.
Oh, anyway, our Premier League team of the season so far coming up in a few moments. But now, how does Arne Slot get the best out of this man once again?
Given away, Mo Salah! This time he'll count. This time Liverpool have the lead. And it is Mo Salah with back-to-back Premier League goals.
When he comes on the pitch at Brighton, you can see the players immediately want to get the ball to him because they know how important he is. The fans also reacted really well.
Actions speak louder than words, and we moved on. He was in the squad, and he was the first substitution I made.
I think Liverpool need Salah and Salah need Liverpool.
Yeah, I confirm what I think that was there. Confirming what most Liverpool fans think. talkSPORT understands that Mohamed Salah will be staying at Liverpool following Alexander Isak's injury, and he scored an injury time winner for his country at Egypt against Zimbabwe AFCON last night in their win over Zimbabwe. He's of course back in contention for selection after being dropped for saying that the club had thrown him under the bus. Liverpool boss Arne Slot has been speaking to the media ahead of Saturday's game at home to Wolves, and he was asked if the club might need to go into the market following Isak's injury.
I think my first and only thoughts are on the upcoming 2 games. 2 difficult ones again, 2 home games, that's really nice. So I think it's a time for the players we do have available to do what they've done so many times, to roll their sleeves up. And not only our players but our fans as well, to help us in the best possible way to get the results we want in the upcoming 2 games, because therefore the players that are available need to give everything they have as the fans, as they usually do, and I expect them to do now again as well, will help us, and that is where my focus is on.
Liverpool boss Arne Slot speaking to the media. Remember, Liverpool taking Wolves this weekend in the Premier League. We'll get to Salah very quickly, but on the Isak situation, how unfortunate. I mean, he gets the goal. He's obviously struggled since he made the move, but you almost felt like that could have been sort of the goal that opens up the floodgates for more goals, and now it looks like he's injured for what could be half of the season at least.
You know what though? I was thinking that, but then I said to myself, look at what he done after that goal against West Ham. He didn't then go on.
Yeah, true.
You know, it's a great finish, open his foot out into the bottom corner, but then he didn't carry on. And I've been watching him, Addy, and just his levels of like wanting to run around even haven't been there, intensity. And I said it last week, if I was Van Dijk, I'd be saying, having a joke with him in the change room, like, what happened to the Isak that was destroying us?
Yeah.
Whenever we played, if I'm the Van Dijk, I'm saying, whenever we played you at Newcastle,
battered me.
You were just all over me. I couldn't get near you. You were scoring screamers. You were running in behind. You were taking players on. We didn't see that Isak before his injury. I'm hoping he comes back from his injury, no problem. But he's got a lot to do, mate.
Is Ekitike a problem for him?
I think definitely having someone who's scoring goals.
Yeah, knowing you're not, like, let's be honest, no matter what happens at Newcastle, he was first name on the team sheet.
Yes.
Like, he's starting no matter what. Someone could come on and score 5 in a row. Isak's fit, he's starting.
100%.
Obviously now with Ekitike, that isn't the case. Like, let's be honest, he's been dropped to the bench the last few games because of Ekitike.
Ekitike's the better player at the moment. Will Isak get back to the levels he showed at Newcastle? Who knows? Do you remember when Torres left Liverpool and went to Chelsea?
Dropped off
Didn't see the
completely.
same Torres again.
Yeah.
So Isak, I'm hoping.
And that was due to injuries.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing Isak pick up
Exactly.
injuries left, right and centre. You're worrying that. Is he going to get to that?
But I'm just looking at him, mate. I'm saying, come on. Even the Inter Milan game, I'm like, come on. This club has spent 130 million on you.
Yeah.
They've hunted you down. They've chased you to
You
get you.
wanted the move
Yes.
desperately.
Now give them something back. So when he does get fit, he's got a lot to prove to Liverpool fans for sure.
I wonder if this does, and in a weird way, obviously we speak about what it means for Ekitike in terms of now you're the guy. I wonder if it opens the door now though for Salah in terms of, okay, you're not being pushed out the club yet. There's new stars come, but we still need you to be the old star of the club.
But you know the problem, Addy? Everyone talks about Mo Salah can't track back anymore. Has he ever tracked back? But he was scoring goals, and now he's not. And I watched him closely this season, mate. End of last season as well. This season, I'm watching him and I'm like, you're not taking anyone on, you aren't. You're not knocking it past anyone like you used to.
Yeah.
You're not as quick as you used to be. And I played, mate, and he hit you overnight.
Yeah.
Ask any
Just
footballer
that
if
extra
he's
yard
tired.
of pace.
Look at Kevin De Bruyne. Overnight, he couldn't get box to box. It happens like that. And you look at his stats from last season, 29 goals, 18 assists last season. And the drop-off now, 4 goals he's got so far in the Premier League.
How much has he missed though? One thing we don't talk, Trent.
Yep.
And that guaranteed, the right-hand side is fixed for Liverpool.
He's missed that, Addy.
All over this. He's had 5 right backs.
He's missed that, but I'm looking at Mo Salah for his whole Liverpool career. I'm looking at him this season. I'm like, this is a different player. His finishing's been off. He's been missing, like, Mo Salah's trademark. Cut in, bang, into the far corner. This season, it's not working. He's going high, he's going wide, he's miskicking shots. But I'm looking in 1v1. I'm like, go on then, Mo Salah, that we know, you're taking you on the outside or inside. He's scared to, mate. He's doing what Anthony done for Manchester United, where always wants to cut in, never wants to take you on the outside. That in your mind just says that, you know what, maybe his legs aren't the same.
Yeah.
It happens, mate. You feel it. Overnight, you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm stretching a lot.
Yeah, no matter how fit he is, and you can see
No
he's
matter.
fit as a fiddle. You can see physically, you're right. You just wonder if that yard of pace has gone. I want to give him a few inbuilt excuses, not just that right-hand side, but I look at the forward line as well. That's completely changed. Obviously, he would have understood the runs of Darwin Núñez. He would understand the runs that Jota likes to make.
Yes.
And now he's trying to work out, okay, Ekitike, what do you do? Verts, what do you do?
Yes.
It's like, what do you know what I mean? It all seems
100%.
all over the place from a little bit.
100%. They're definitely excuses, but I look at more like, okay, you're not going to get the same amount of goals because you haven't got Trent finding you. Yeah. You know, you got Frimpong who's had injury problems. Connor Bradley isn't the same sort of player. Szoboszlai's played there at times. I remember saying that to John Barnes a couple of months ago. He was like, no, it's not Trent. And I was like, okay,
Yes, it is.
all right, John, you're a legend. I agree with you. That would upset John Barnes. But
8 seasons of knowing exactly what Trent's going to do.
that's what I was saying to him, mate. And I just look at the main thing I look at, mate, is like I played in that position off the left-hand side, and I just knew when you 1v1, you're taking your defender on. Mo Salah's not been doing that this season. He's been stopping, looking for help. He's never been knocking the ball past his left back and trying to win the battle with pace. He's not been looking at runs in behind as well. Everything's coming to short. And that just shows me of someone whose legs are saying to them, listen, I can't do that anymore.
Okay, well, look,
his game's got to change a bit.
Game's got to change, or Liverpool have got to cash in.
Yeah. I just think his game's going to change. He's going to come short more. He's going to try and get his assists more. But it's not the same Mo Salah. We are not going to see the same Mo Salah. Simple as that, mate. It happens.
I feel like this is going to be very famous words that are cut up at the end of the season when Mo Salah gets 20 goals.
Yeah, I don't think he will, mate. I'm just looking at it, and I don't think he starts as many games as he probably thinks he's going to. I think there's going to be games where the manager says, "Oh, we're playing at Chelsea and Man City. You know what? I want to be a bit more defensive," because I was shocked at Spurs the first 15 minutes. Liverpool had everyone behind the ball.
Yeah.
I remember last time I watched Liverpool be so defensive.
Football. Yeah, it was crazy, right?
Do you know what I mean? I was like, whoa, that's Liverpool. Everyone in the last third of the pitch.
My concern for Salah is that Liverpool haven't played great, even though they've not lost in 5. I think they've been awful, but they've not lost in 5.
Exactly.
And if Salah does, obviously, if Egypt go deep and by the time he comes back, Liverpool still haven't lost, he's not going to change it. Sign Semenyo.
Why if they have? That's what I'm saying, mate. There may be.
I know there's been a lot of talk about him staying. I think if a big money offer comes from the Middle East, I think he goes.
If the money's right, he's gone.
What is the money?
I think for Liverpool, probably 50 million.
Yeah, almost the same as the Semenyo money.
Yes.
Almost like a swap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I just look at Mo Salah and you can't do anything against time, mate. Time comes for us all, and in your football career, you get into your 30s. Yes, Ronaldo. Yes, Messi. Different. But most players, you get into your early 30s and, it's tough. It's
especially
hard.
It was never blessed. I've never thought Salah was a skillful player. I thought he had that extreme burst of pace. Obviously, look, I'm not saying he lacks skill, but not compared to the two you just mentioned, in Messi and Ronaldo.
Not an unbelievable finisher.
No. So his thing was pace.
Yes.
And now, if that's gone and that's dropped off a couple of yards.
Even last season, I know it's Mendes, PSG, but
couldn't get past him.
Any change out of him.
Get past him. Cucurella,
same
thing.
Cucurella, get tied to him. Because you know as a defender, okay, he's not as quick as he used to be. I'll just get tied to him every time. But it's hard to even question Mo Salah like this because of the legend that he's been and the level that he's played at. Top player.
You know some of the greatest ever Premier League players. I'm thinking of the likes of Gerrard and Giggs, who almost had to change position when their legs went a little bit.
Giggs did, yep.
Yeah. Is there a position for Salah on the pitch where he doesn't have to do that type of running and tracking back?
I think it's difficult now in the game now.
He's not a 10, is he? He can't do a 10. And he can't go through the middle.
Even if you are a 10, I mean, what's your job as a 10 now? You have to pick up a midfielder. You have to pick up a Rodri. You have to pick up a Kamara. You have to pick up that a Minter at Brighton and number 6. You can't just be like number 10 and you can just relax out of possession. Look at Kevin De Bruyne, his last season. Perfect example. You're watching him and you're like, yeah. Son. Look at Son.
Yeah.
Son stopped knocking the ball past people.
Son's a great example.
It happens, mate. Yeah. Overnight, and you're like, whoa.
And Son's was overnight.
Yeah. Son can't pace anyone anymore. Whoa. Okay, then. What do Spurs do? All right, see you later. Kevin De Bruyne can't get box to box anymore. What do Man City do? Okay, see you later.
But I guess the biggest difference between those two, and I don't know if it's Liverpool's fault, it probably isn't because how good Salah was last season. They rolled out the red carpet and gave him 400 grand.
No choice. Because look at the goals. I said 29 goals, 18 assists in the Premier League. How can you not? But now they're probably looking at it, and maybe in the future they're probably going to stick to their guns, what they wanted to do,
once
and say
over 30.
Over 30, 1 year deal. I don't think anyone gets 2 years again after the drop off from Van Dijk and Salah after being given 2 year deals.
Yeah. All right, we're taking your calls again on this one. How does Slot get the best out of Salah again? Will we ever see the best Mo Salah in the Premier League? I mean, Gabby Agbonlahor thinks not. 03717 22 33 Come and have your say about the Egyptian king. play out a song, didn't he? He's like, he's not turning my mic on until we hear a bit of the song. Everyone's getting into the Christmas. Are you a Christmas spirit person? Are you?
Not really, mate. After Christmas Day, I am.
That's it. Just
when the family come over, and then like Boxing Day's like, go on and clear off.
Yeah, get out.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, no one got me anything.
Yeah,
you can all go.
Tree goes in the garage on Boxing Day. Get out of here.
See you next year.
Yeah, everyone get back to work.
All right, yeah. You listen to Drive on talkSPORT. Adi Oladipo, the voice of Gabby Agbonlahor there, and Just Eat the app. For all your delivery needs, still to come, Gabby and myself are going to be doing our Premier League team of the season so far. Not easy to do that. Just quickly though, Oxford United head coach Gary Rowett has been sacked with the club in the Championship relegation zone. And in cricket, England will investigate reports of players drinking excessively during a break from the Ashes series in the beach town of Noosa. And now though, we're taking your calls. How does Slot get the very best out of Mo Salah? Again, 03717 223344. Let's go straight to the phone lines. Jonathan's up first. Jonathan, we saw Salah score the other day for Egypt against Zimbabwe. We know that Isak's out. Gakpo hasn't really done much this season. There is still a place for Salah in this Liverpool side, isn't there, at least until the end of the season?
Oh, my goodness. Evening, gents. I'll just start by just quickly saying I've really enjoyed listening to you guys the last sort of 15 minutes on this, and that's why I thought I'd call in. And Gabby, very happy that the Villa are doing so well.
Thank you,
massive
mate.
club, massive fans, and a top manager. So I hope you do well.
Thank you, mate.
But I disagree with you on the Salah thing.
Okay, mate.
He's got 8 seasons, right, of absolutely brilliant football, brilliant numbers. He's done everything. He's under Jurgen. He tracked back, so I won't have that. He did track back under Jurgen. Last season he didn't, admittedly, but he gave us big numbers as he's getting older, so he's trying to protect the asset. Now, the thing that you said about, you know, the 2-year deal, I do think that was the right call, because if he'd only signed a 1-year deal, the club have lost that value. They've lost the asset, because essentially where we were 12 months ago, and he could go on a free. So at least we've protected the investment if we wanted to sell. But my bigger point would be, you know, about 3 years ago, I think Salah had a season where, in an inverted commas, I'm doing this, only scored 18 goals in the Prem or something.
Yep.
And a lot of people were questioning him, saying, is this it? Is this him cooked? Is it time to sell him? And I remember defending him then, and he's come back and absolutely smashed the last 2 seasons. So is it, as a professional footballer, surely, Gab, you'd have had seasons where you just have an off season, you haven't trained properly, the Jota thing obviously has upset them all. Surely what he was saying was, I've proved this to you 8 years in a row, I've never let you down. So as fans, we are thinking, you've never let us down, you're having what? And Gabs, he was still, his numbers until about 4 weeks ago, he was still the top scorer and top assists, I think. Ekitike's now overtaken him because he hasn't been playing.
He's got 4 goals, 3 assists in 14 Premier League games.
Yeah, and I understand, but didn't Haaland have a really quiet kind of start to the season last year?
Do you know what it is for me, mate? I'm just looking. I'm going off this season, watching him play. As playing as a similar position on that wing, I know what it's like when your legs aren't the same. And I'm not saying he should be sold by Liverpool and he shouldn't play, but he's not going to want a bit part. He's not going to want to be on the bench and coming on for 20. Like, I look at, for instance, Ronaldo and Messi. Ronaldo left Real Madrid at 33. Messi left Barcelona at just turned 34. Salah is 33. It catches us all up. Real Madrid must have thought, is this the right time to sell him to Juventus at 33?
And by the way, on the Real Madrid, Ronaldo going to Juventus, Real Madrid, Ronaldo was still considered one of the best, if not the best player in the world. But they noticed there was a drop-off.
Right time to cash in.
They noticed there was a drop-off. Messi to PSG, they noticed a drop-off. We were speaking in the break about Son. You mentioned that Salah's done it for 8 seasons. Son did it for Spurs for 8 seasons as well.
33 left.
And the legs just went.
But lads, would you not say that, like, someone like a Son, top player, loved him, but he was raw pace? Salah, could you not, and would you not, like, we all love football, right? I want to see top players in any club play in the Prem. Do you not think that, your colleague mentioned it a minute ago, and I was like nodding, can you not reposition Salah and go, all right, you've not got the legs now to strip someone on the wing. Can you play in a false 9, play the Bobby Firmino role, or play the 10? And just adapt it and still build him round.
100%.
Or do you think
A false 9, number 10, I wouldn't say so, because there's still a lot of hard yards at a number 10. But a false 9, 100%. But The problem you've got, mate, is Mo Salah wants to start every game. He can't handle, okay, you know what? We're going to play Szoboszlai on the right this game, Ekatika down the middle, Wirtz in there. You're going to come on for 20, but then you might start this game. He can't accept that. So if Liverpool can get 50 million from Saudi for him, then is it the right time to cash in?
I wouldn't cash in for 50, Gab. I'd be really honest, because I think they were prepared. The numbers they were talking last year were 150, and the lad had 6 months left on his deal. So
look at the numbers he was giving. Look at the numbers he got last season: 29 goals, 18 assists.
Yeah, but we're only in December, and he's only played how many games? So I would just say that I take your point. I think he's definitely not taking players on like he did, 100%. I can see that, but. Like you as a footballer, when you were at the Villa, if you had 8 seasons like that and suddenly someone turned around to you and benched you for 4 games, you'd get it, right? You'd be like, do you know what? That's not fair.
But don't you look at, though, the manager wasn't benching him and he wasn't performing. And finally, everyone was saying Slot's going to get the sack. So he said to himself, listen, I have to play the right team that's going to keep me in a job. That's when he benched him. He gave him loads of chances to get his form back, and it wasn't happening. He didn't just bench him straight away after one bad game, did he?
No, he didn't. But the narrative is a little bit around the fact that Salah's kind of said, do you know what? You've got to play me. I'm a legend. I think it was lost in translation slightly. Yeah. English not being his first language. I think what he was trying to say is, look, lads, I've given you 8 years. Hopefully I've proved myself to you, what a player I am.
Give me a chance to get back.
Yeah,
and don't just jump at me at the first opportunity.
Fair enough.
That's what I felt. And one quick point about Isak, because do you not think, Gab, now the Premier League is such a tough league? Like, you see players get like Diaz has gone to Bayern and he's whipping up, and he's gone on record saying, do you know what? So much more space, so much more time here.
Yeah.
Missing pre-season. I mean, I'd written off this season for Isak even before the injury because these guys are elite. If you miss a pre-season, even in your day, Gab, did you not feel that you were not 100% there?
How many weeks can you give him, though? How many weeks can you give that? I get that for the first 3 or 4 weeks.
Yes.
But around the elite medical staff at Liverpool, the training facilities, how many weeks can you give £130 million signing that knows the Premier League, by the way? He's been here for the last 4 seasons. Knows it. How many weeks can you give him as an excuse that you didn't do pre-season?
Yeah, well, it was not just pre-season. He was 4 months out, and I believe he wasn't doing any of the, he was just jogging around on his own. Gabby will probably know better than me, but it looks to me the Premier League is getting harder and harder, more
100%.
difficult every single year.
100%. You look at all the teams now, and they've got top centre halves. It's not easy. Of course, it's not. But when you get signed for £130 million, the pressure's on to perform.
Yeah, no one's having the no pre-season excuse when it's your fault you didn't have a pre-season.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It was your fault.
Yeah,
Great call, though,
funny,
Jonathan.
Addy, like, didn't have a pre-season. Well, go and get a fitness coach.
Yeah.
We had Semenyo, Madueke's fitness coach in here that they use out of football.
That's fantastic, by the way.
Keep yourself fit. Keep yourself fit yourself.
Especially if you know there is a transfer incoming.
Do your own pre-season.
Yeah, do it indeed. Great call, though, from Jonathan.
Yes.
We're going to take more
Thank
phone
you,
calls a bit
Jonathan.
later. All right, still to come, Gabby's going to be telling us his Premier League team of the season so far. I'm going to jump in on that as well. But it's time now for No Googling. We want to know who is the Premier League's all-time highest... Oh, this is a tough one. Who is the Premier League's all-time highest goal scorer on Boxing Day? It's ridiculous. No,
Why are you so sure?
Who is the Premier League's all-time lowest goal scorer? All right, answer we come back.
you think about famous F1 circuits, the likes of Silverstone, Monza, Monaco come to mind. One of these is not like the others though. Monaco is just one of a number of street circuits on the calendar, and that number's only set to rise. There's a clear difference between a traditional circuit and a street circuit. One is a purpose-built facility on private land, the other is, as it sounds, a race through the streets of a major city. Monaco is the famous example, twisting and turning through the streets of the Principality with iconic backgrounds and, let's be honest, not a lot of overtaking. But from 2026, there'll be a record 10 street circuits on the calendar. It proves that cash remains king. Each track promoter gives F1 between $20 and $60 million just for the rights to host an F1 race. And when Saudi Arabia pays upwards of $100 million, you can see why it's an attractive prospect for the sport. But is it all positive? Well, the drivers aren't that bothered. If you ask a majority of them, they'll tell you historic circuits at Silverstone, Spa, Monza, Zandvoort, they're the favourites. For the sports organisers, though, it kind of makes sense. In 2025, Monaco had a record 2.3 million strong viewership in the US alone. Meanwhile, for the British Grand Prix several weeks later, 1.5 million tuned in. So while these races may not be rip-roaring, all-out action, thrill rides we want as race fans, people are tuning in even more, and bosses can demand even more cash.
This is it.
Huge.
Yeah. This is probably the biggest.
When I was younger, this one.
Yeah. So Cliff Richard.
Cartoon.
That's the track. Are you listening to... Oh, sorry, one second. You're going to sing? No, sorry.
No.
Keep it going. I didn't want to interrupt you.
People actually complain about my singing.
So they should.
Sorry.
You listen to Drive on talkSPORT. Oladipo, Gabby, Agbonlahor. The no Googling question before the break. Who is the Premier League's all-time highest goal scorer on Boxing Day? The answer is...
Harry Kane.
I told you.
No one told me. I'm guessing. Is it him?
It is Harry Kane. How many goals?
I'm going to say 10.
I see. Go on. Who's telling you this stuff?
Ask him. Have you told me? Not said a word. That was a wild guess.
Yeah, good guess.
You know why though? Because he's a proper professional. Imagine Christmas Day.
Not even.
Plain chicken. In bed with a glass of water. And some spinach next to the bed.
Yeah, a bit of like plain chicken with it. All right, still to come, Gabby's going to be telling us what it's like to be a footballer at Christmas.
Oh, difficult for us.
But now, with the Premier League season nearly halfway through, we thought it would be a good go to give our Premier League teams of the season so far. Not easy, this. Not easy at all.
Yes.
By the way, we've done a formation, no cheating, 4-3-3.
Yes.
Not 4-4-1-1-2. You try and stick a player here and there. 4-3-3. The roles they play for their clubs.
Yeah, but not every game.
Not every game because it can float.
Yeah.
No, it can float. It can float.
Yeah, players change positions, don't they?
Yeah,
games.
cool. I've jumped in as well.
Go on, you go. You go first.
You go first.
Oh, thank you very much.
And you go first. Goalkeeper.
So, goalkeeper was very tough.
Go on.
Very tough because you'd think straight away, wouldn't you? Raya.
Yeah.
Alisson
when fit.
Martinez.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
those are the big three, aren't they?
Yeah, but have they been the best goalkeeper this season? I don't think they have. I've gone with Jamie Carragher for Sunderland's goalkeeper, Roofs.
Yeah.
I think he's been outstanding. Even his distribution.
Good,
as
isn't he?
well. Very good. He's got that half volley, full volley, side volley.
Can do everything, you know.
Everything. Shot stopper as well. So that's my goalkeeper. Who have you got in goal?
I've gone for Roos as well. I was thinking David Raya just because the Arsenal have conceded less. But then you look at the amount of saves that Roos had to make compared to David Raya.
Yes.
The amount of pressure their defence has been on compared to... You look at the front four that Raya's got in front of him. No matter who's injured, even if Mascara comes in for Salah, it's such a good front four and an experienced front four, unlike the front four.
Agreed.
Sorry, the defensive four at Sunderland. So I've gone for Roos as well. Right back or left back? Should we go right back?
Right back.
Go on.
I've gone for Matty Cash, and this was close between Reece James. I think he's been outstanding, but he's played majority in centre midfield, hasn't he?
Yep.
Reece James. Gusto's been playing right back. And Munoz from Crystal Palace was close, but I think Matty Cash he's playing the best football of his career. New contract got given to the club recent weeks. Scored 3 goals in the Premier League, 1 assist as well. He's bringing numbers from right back. Important goals to Villa as well. 1v1 defending has improved as well. I just think his all-round game, he has been the best so far.
Yeah, I've gone for Munoz. You just mentioned him.
Yep.
I think he's been fantastic. More of a right wing back.
Yes.
Yeah, more of that mold, but gets up and down that pitch. Fantastic. Distribution, fantastic. Loves the tackle. I think that's just the South American in him.
Yes.
Right. He just loves to have a bit of a fight on the pitch. Has been injured a few games, so I'm not upset you've gone for Matty Cash, who I think's been...
Oh, yep.
Well, I think he's played every game for Villa.
No arguments.
But I think Munoz has been very, very good. All right, go on, left back.
Cucurella. I think he's been fantastic. Even if you go to the Barcelona game, his Spanish teammate, Lamine Yamal,
Pocketed
him like you wouldn't believe. Yeah. Mo Salah pocketed him. Anyone he's playing against, pocketing them. I don't think he's got everything, mate. He's a bit annoying at times. I can see why the fans might not really like him, but he's got everything. Pace, 1v1 defending. He can be physical. He can get tight. He likes to be a bit nasty at times as well. And going forward, he's a threat.
And now he's a standout fixture in the Spanish squad.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He starts for Spain, who are arguably the best team in the world right now.
Who have you gone for?
I've gone for Calafiori.
Yep.
Arsenal.
No arguments.
Think he's fantastic.
Yes.
He's built like a centre-back. Mm-hmm. He's almost in that, I'm not saying he's him before everyone jumps to me, that kind of Maldini mode where you feel like he could play centre-back, could play left-back, could play right-back.
Either one, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a bit of everything.
And it took him a bit of time.
Yes.
To get
he kind of felt like it wasn't working. Remember, they were looking at Lewis Skelly thinking, he's going to be the man.
Exactly.
And he's like, okay, give me a bit of time. I'm up to speed now. And the way he marauds down that left-hand side as well, he doesn't look like he's got a yard of pace, but then he goes. When he gets going, like, it takes a while for the legs to get going.
Very good player.
I think Calafiori
comfortable on the ball as well.
Yeah. A bit of everything.
Yes.
All right, go on, both centre-backs.
I've gone for Conte and Gabriel. First of all, Conte, people say Villa bias, but listen, he's going to start at the World Cup with Gabby. He doesn't get the love that I think he deserves.
Yeah.
Because he's Mr. Reliable for Aston Villa. Like, I've watched his career since he joined the club. I remember messaging him years ago saying, next for you is England. And look at him now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he's quick. He's comfortable bringing the ball out. He can pass the ball. He's a threat from set pieces. And he's a leader now. And I really think that in these first 17 games, he has been one of the best centre-backs. And then Gabriel only played 11 games. I get he's missed 6 Premier League games, but in those 11 games, the only person I seen get past him was Haaland for that goal that Haaland scored, and Gabriel couldn't get back there.
It's weird how Haaland, he couldn't get back. That surprised me a little bit.
No, mate.
I was thinking, is Haaland that fast as Gabriel?
It's like he was stuck in first gear,
Yeah,
wasn't it? He couldn't move his gear, but his gearbox. But apart from that, every other game, Gabriel has been outstanding, and the amount of clean sheets they got at the start of the season was down to a lot of his defending.
It's weird now how he's now the main man. It's not Saliba as much anymore.
Even for Brazil.
Yeah.
It took him years to get into that Brazilian side with Thiago Silva and Marquinhos. They had so many options back there, and now he's their number one defender.
Yeah. I've gone for Gahey, who probably will partner Conte.
Yes.
I think Gahey's been fantastic for Crystal Palace. I think Crystal Palace have only conceded sort of 17 or 18 goals in the season, which is only just below Arsenal and Man City, I think. So they've been... I know they're not doing well in terms of scoring, but defensively they've been quite tight. And Ballard at Sunderland.
No arguments.
He's been incredible. You know, he's almost a throwback, like 90s defender.
Yep.
Just throw his body into everything.
Set pieces.
Set pieces is a threat. I think he's got a couple of goals this season.
What I like about him as well
physical.
is that he's come to the Premier League and he's not respecting any strikers.
No.
You know, some players come to the Premier League from the Championship and
want to swap shirts after the end of the game.
I don't want to like leave any on him because, you know, I want his shirt afterwards. He's like, no nonsense. I'll kick Haaland. I'll kick anybody. Doesn't care who he plays against. I think a top centre-half, agreed.
Yeah, top centre-half. All right, you're 3 in the midfield.
So, 3 midfields. I'll go for 2 6s in Declan Rice and Caicedo, and as a number 10, Fernandes. So that's my midfield 3. I don't know how Jamie Carragher left Caicedo out. I think on his day, he's unbelievable. And he gets goals now. Three goals so far.
Sent off a lot.
Of course, he was rolled up. But what I liked about that when he got sent off was that he's thinking, come on then. Yeah, come on then, Arsenal. Let's have it. Yeah. Old school. Let's have it. Come on. I've joined
Arsenal played Spurs
Chelsea
a couple of weeks before, and no one from Spurs put a foot in.
It's like, come on then. I want to come to Chelsea. I want to win the Premier League. I want to win everything. Let's go.
I can't even argue with you. My midfield, Rice, Xhaka, Foden is a 10.
Xhaka's done well, but
Xhaka's done really well for Sunderland.
But enough to get in there.
Well, look at Sunderland. I think he's been the main reason.
I know.
I've got, mate. That means I've got 3 Sunderland players in my.
I know.
But that's how good they've done.
We have to some ticket or something for the Liverpool game.
Wouldn't mind. I mean, look, even in the weird Tyne derby.
Yes.
I mean, look how massive result that is.
Do you think Foden's been very good in the last 6 weeks? But overall, in 17 games, do you think he's done enough?
7 goals.
Yeah.
He started to turn up a bit, hasn't he?
Oh, yes.
He's loving that shirt. Him and Cherky, the way they're playing together now. He's almost like he's found these David Silva or Kevin De Bruyne. Yes. He's found his new playing partner, if you like.
So who's in danger now, for me, if they don't fix up? Cole Palmer. He will not be on that plane, mate.
Big danger.
He's out of Bellingham, Rodgers, Eze, Foden. Palmer's the last one. So I think he's in danger of missing out if he doesn't get his scoring boots on.
All right, your front 3.
Front 3, I've gone for Morgan Rodgers off the left, 7 goals, 3 assists. Probably the most informed English player that we've got at the moment in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Semenyo, 8 goals, 3 assists off that right-hand side. And Haaland, 19 Premier League goals already. Oh, could he get 40?
Probably. You know what? Got the same front 3.
Oh.
Exactly the same front 3. Exactly the same. I was thinking, who else? I almost felt sorry for someone like Igor Thiago, who scored so many goals at Brentford, because let's be honest, everyone thought they were going to get relegated.
Take his goals away, mate. He sometimes looks like he's playing with Timberlands on. He can't hold the ball up. He gives it away.
I'll give you that.
I think Morgan Rodgers and Semenyo, and there's a reason why all the top teams are in for Semenyo.
Manager?
Top player. Manager?
It's got to be Regis Lebris, no? It's got to be. That's not even a debate, is it? It's got to be the Sunderland manager.
You think so?
Yeah.
So we wouldn't give it to a manager who's won 10 games in a row in all competitions? Or is that, do you want to get 11 and 12?
11 and 12, please.
No, I've got no problem with that. Sunderland, what they're doing, I agree. He deserves it.
All right. There you go. Fun that was. All right, still to come on Drive. We're going to hear what breakfast on Christmas Day is like at Ray Parler's house.
I ended up down in me beer.
We're going to find out who Danny Murphy was talking about here.
3 baldies together, look at them.
Probably me and you plus someone else, isn't it? And we're going to be looking ahead to more football live on talkSPORT tonight.
The Carabao Cup delivering yet again on talkSPORT.
Indeed it is. All that and so much more coming up on Drive with myself, Oladipo and Gabby Agbonlahor. Don't go anywhere. It's coming. What song's this? Do you know the song?
Feliz Navidad.
Oi, go on, Gabby. Feliz Navidad. All right, listen to Drive on talkSPORT. You don't want to hear us sing, do you? Adi Oladipo, Gabby, Agbonlahor, and just 8 vouchers, the cash prizes, the Champions League final tickets. There are millions of prizes to be won when you place an order. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. Still to come, Gabby's going to be telling us what it's like to be a footballer at Christmas.
Tough.
Stop it. But just quickly, talkSPORT understands that clubs wishing to trigger Antoine Semenyo's Bournemouth release clause must do so in the first 10 days of the window. And Chelsea are the latest side to make contact with the players can. Interesting. All right, anyway, it's now time for this.
26k for 2026 on talkSPORT.
Yep, talkSPORT is already looking ahead to an exciting year 2026 will bring. We're giving you the chance to win a massive £26,000. What a better way to kick off 2026 than with some serious cash. Yep, 26 grand. It's our biggest New Year cash giveaway and it could be yours. It's 26k for 2026. And look, here's how to answer for your chance to win. Text the word WIN to 83338. Text costs £2.50 plus your standard network rate. Or you can give us a call 0343 423 9761. Lines close 12 p.m. at the 9th of January 2026. That's when you're going to need to answer your phone if it rings. UK residents only, 18 plus. This is a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com/win. So for your chance to win, text WIN to 83338 now. Good luck. 26k could be yours. All right, now time for this. Yeah, this is the best of talkSPORT and Friends, where we run you through some of the recent highlights, moments from across the talkSPORT network and our sister stations. Let's kick things off with last night's Sports Bar, and O'Hara was giving out the award for co-host of the year.
I'm going to run through the nominees.
Okay, what do you mean there's nominees?
Yeah, there's nominees.
What do you mean?
Yeah, there's nominees. Jason Cundy.
Yeah, thank you.
Colton Cole. Akin Fenwa. Dean Saunders. And Jermaine Pennant.
I've not had time to prepare a speech, but I shall. I'd like to thank Ryan, the producer, my mum, my dad.
The winner.
Thank God. Jay, thank you very much for being
Bar co-host
such a brilliant
of the year. Goes to Dean Saunders. And he's on the line. All right, Dean.
Yeah, good. Thanks, lads. Yeah, thanks for that, Jamie.
Look at Dino. Go on, son.
Hold on. Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, that's unlucky. Dino's great, by the way. What's Cundy like to be? I'm working with Cundy. Me and tomorrow drive. Me and Cundy, what's he like to work with?
He's
Give me some tips.
high energy.
Yeah, yes,
he can't sit still. He's hilarious. And he's an honour to work with. Legend
he is.
of the channel.
If talkSPORT were having a yearly award ceremony, what would you win?
Most annoying presenter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, I think they probably would give that to you.
I love that award, mate.
I think you would accept it.
It'd go next to my trophyless cabinet.
A reminder that you can get your calls into Jamie and Jason on the Sports Bar tonight from 10 o'clock following Arsenal against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup.
On to this morning's breakfast show with Adi McCoist and Ray Parler. And Ray was discussing his experience at the darts earlier this week.
I ended up down in my beer, as usual.
That's broke with Gavin, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but after that it was great fun. And, yeah, we went right laugh as it goes.
Who was playing?
Do you know what, Ali? I don't even... you go into the darts and I'm watching on the telly. You can't even see the ball, can you? Where we were sitting. But no, it was just being around a really good atmosphere.
Good atmosphere.
Fantastic.
If you had to dress up for the darts, Addy, what would you go as?
Oh, man. Probably just wear my normal clothes and go as Idris Elba.
Oh, you dress like Idris?
Dress like Idris now and again. Probably, or Incredible Hulk and just go crazy. Okay. Someone's just shaking their head. Someone's shaking it when I said Idris Elba. How dare he? Look. How dare he?
I've got a question here. Are you over beating Goldstein, but you didn't play in the darts, so I'll skip that one. Would you survive a night out with Ray Parler?
No chance. Absolutely no chance. I wouldn't survive a day out with Ray Parler. They can go.
Mate, I done one with
I don't know
Alan.
how he does it because he's so fit looking, Ray, isn't he?
I done one with Alan, mate, after the show, 10 a.m. one day, mate. I ended up on the tube at like midday and I was that drunk, I was lost. Didn't know what tube I was getting. That's 2 hours. Anyway, Ali McCoist returns tomorrow morning alongside Gabby Agbonlahor.
Yes, he certainly does. All right, let's finish with last night's live commentary of Fulham against Forest. And here's Adrian Durham at the start of the second half.
Well, we're waiting to kick off. We're still waiting because Sean Dyche, a couple of his staff, Steve Stoney, and won't flanking him, marching across the pitch from that tunnel in the corner to their dugout.
Three baldies together, look at them.
Yeah, but he was barking, he was angry.
I like that. Who's your favourite baldy?
Thierry Henry.
Okay.
Pulls it off well, doesn't he?
He's so sick.
Do you know what I mean? Just slick, isn't he?
Didn't he win that? Like, what did he get at Sports Personality? He got some trophy, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
I think it was like some sort of veteran trophy.
Yes,
He's just
Jason Statham, but
yeah.
I'd say
Yeah, Statham. Yeah.
Thierry for sure.
Who's got the worst hair at talkSPORT?
Listen, he might be listening, but
Rory Jennings,
I'm going to be honest, mate. It's Simon Jordan, because I think it's partly a wig, mate. I know it's a big statement. I might get in trouble with Simon. You might mess with me. I think he's got a bit of a wig on going on.
You know what? I think there is a few hair attachments going on there.
Mate, it's 100%. It's not all his hair.
I don't think it is.
One day he comes in, there's more on there, mate.
You could have hit the nail on the head there.
I have to try and grab it next time I see you.
No, I don't think you should. Finally, if you could have any hairstyle, what would it be?
I would have an afro like I did when I was 7 years old. But look back at pictures, I'm like, You know, the old school Will Smith afros.
God, proper.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Proper. It's a shame, isn't it?
What about you?
Same. Just hair.
Dreadlocks.
Just hair. Some sort of hair, basically. Rather than just having to cut it myself. I just want to be able to go and say, light me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, you know where you want to go and then ask you, what would you like today?
Yeah.
Not
give
go
me
and they say, like, okay, let me get on with it.
There's nothing. Bald head. It really annoys me.
Yes.
Remember, we bring more live football tonight as Arsenal take on Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup. Agent Durham hosting that one. And of course, you can find all our shows on the TalkSPORT app, where you can swipe between TalkSPORT, TalkSPORT 2, and all of our sister stations, so you never miss a moment. When we come back, we are going to build up to the big one, Arsenal versus Crystal Palace, and it's live on TalkSPORT.
The Premier League's profit and sustainability rules are sold to us as financial fair play, a way to keep clubs from going bust. But there are those who feel it's starting to look a lot like a system that protects the big boys and keeps the rest in their lane. Here's how it works and why people feel that way. So clubs can only lose 105 million quid over 3 years, which sounds fair, but here's the kicker. Your limit includes how much you earn. So if you're one of the traditional top 6, you've got massive global revenue streams and you can spend way more while still technically following the rules. Meanwhile, ambitious clubs who've got money like Newcastle, Villa or Forest, well, they're bringing a knife to a gunfight. Newcastle might be backed by Saudi billions, but they just can't splurge the cash. Their commercial income isn't there yet. Want to buy world-class talent? Well, PSR says to them, your owner might have the money, but you're not making enough in shirt sales in Asia for that. The Magpies won their first domestic trophy since 1955, qualified for the Champions League, which you'd think would be a great springboard for them to go on and start building a team to challenge at the top. But because of PSR restraints, they couldn't break their wage structure for a new Alexandra Isak contract, and look what's happened there. Nottingham Forest tried to invest to survive. They did that, but they got punished anyway. Meanwhile, clubs like Spurs, until last season, hadn't won a trophy in over 18 years, but because they rake in cash from the new stadium, they get a much bigger PSR allowance than a newly promoted club who are just trying to stay up. And let's not forget the loopholes these big boys are exploiting. Chelsea found the trick with those long contracts, selling the women's team. City are masters of related party sponsorships. Etihad this, Etisalat that, all within the rules, and fair play to them for capitalising on those opportunities. But what about the smaller clubs? They don't have that luxury. Now look, financial sustainability matters. Nobody wants another Bury or Morecambe situation. But there's increasing concern that rather than levelling the playing field, the current rules cement the existing hierarchy. So what's the solution? Well, either loosen the reins so ambitious clubs can spend within their means, or cap spending based on something other than revenue. Otherwise, we're just watching the same 6 teams swapping silverware most seasons while the rest play musical chairs for 7th. And that, folks, ain't what the Premier League was built on.
Good evening, you're listening to Drive on talkSPORT. Oladipo, Gabby, Agbonlahor. Still to come, Gabby's going to be telling us what it's like to be a footballer at Christmas, which is, according to Gabby, very, very
away
difficult.
from your family, it's upsetting.
Yeah, of course it is. But now there's one more game of football before Christmas, and we, of course, have it for you live right here on talkSPORT.
Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace 0, and it's Eberechi Eze against his old club.
There's more strength and depth at Arsenal. You can absolutely see that.
Arsenal are into the quarter-finals of the League Cup.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, football managers at big clubs that are spending hundreds of millions of pounds per year are paid to win things.
Now, though, I'd like to see some sort of a trophy.
Palace 2 up, looking for a third here with Pino, and he's found it, slotting it beautifully into the bottom right-hand corner. Liverpool 0, Palace 3, as the Eagles make it through to the last eight.
They're not blessed with a really deep squad, so he tends to use the same players in every competition.
And the Leeds 4th is delivered. Gift wrapped, ready for Christmas. Leeds 4, Crystal Palace 1.
I don't look for excuses. Again, it's my responsibility to find solutions.
What his ceiling is, I don't know. I think he's got the temperament and the attitude to go higher.
If you could think you can click your fingers and start playing through Palace and scoring 3 and 4 and making loads of chances, it's not going to happen.
Oh, it's not true, because it did happen. Leeds done it. Arsenal host Crystal Palace this evening in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals, live right here on talkSPORT. The winner will take on Chelsea in a 2-legged semi-final, that one early next year. Arsenal go into the game on the back of a 1-0 away win at Everton. Bit shaky of that result, whilst Palace were beaten 4-1 by Leeds over the weekend. Palace boss Oliver Glasner has been speaking to the media ahead of that game, and he discussed the importance of bouncing back from that defeat.
The cup competition is always do or die, and yes, it's a big opportunity. But on the other side, we know which team we are playing, and but yes, again, it's now tonight be disappointed, thinking about solutions, and then tomorrow is head up and showing a different face at the Emirates.
Difficult one this for Oliver Glasner, isn't it? Because ultimately he doesn't have the squad to balance both Europe and the Premier League. I think we've seen that. And this is almost a game where, look, you're a couple of games away from Wembley, so you kind of got to go for it. But ultimately, he can't risk the injuries to key players as well. What does he do here?
I feel he rested so many players in the Europa League conference game. And
Which backfired, didn't it?
Yeah, we spoke about that on Friday. We says he needs to beat Leeds. To lose 4-1 after resting all those players, it's backfired. To lose tonight, and I feel they could lose quite badly.
Yeah.
Then that risking now having to play 2 playoff games in February, is it, in the Conference League, when you could have got that wrapped up and finished in the top 8, would have been less games. So he's looking like that's going to backfire. I'm worried about Crystal Palace.
In what sense?
In the sense of they've lost Salah
for
a month, AFCON. He's one of their top players, and he's everything about how they play. On the counter with Salah, they like to sit back and play on the counter with Salah, Mateta. Mateta's overloaded games as well.
Picked up injuries, picked up
little
niggles.
knocks. And Ketia isn't going to be the player that Arsenal hoped that he would be. To let him go. He's not going to score the goals. Gahey, could he go in January?
Liverpool are definitely going to come in for Gahey.
Exactly. Could they say 20 million, Steve Parish, there, something? And could he go in January? The managers,
could the manager go?
Yeah, the manager's firing little shots at the owners as well. I just think Palace have had their era for me. I really think they have, mate. I feel that they've done fantastic to win the FA Cup, the Community Shields, lost big players in that time. Elise, Eze, recently gone as well. I feel Gay is going to could go in January, but eventually, obviously, he's going to go in the summer. Will Mateta, mate, is getting gained for France now. Will Mateta start to say, can I try and go in January?
Yeah.
So I'm guaranteed a place on the plane for the World Cup because he can definitely play higher.
Yeah.
Then you look at Saar and he wants to go, and before you know it, Adam Wharton, there's talk about in the summer he's going to leave. You're not going to get lucky and keep replacing these players. So I am worried for Crystal Palace, and I feel tonight, I think they're going to get a good thumping, mate.
Yeah, and if they do, I mean, they've conceded 9 goals in the last 3 games. I mean, you forget the game before Man City, when Man City went to Selhurst Park and battered them as well, and it was comfortable. I worry for them. I always felt like they didn't have a big enough squad to compete.
No.
Like, all these clubs want to get into Europe, and all the chairmen want their clubs to get into Europe.
Yeah, but don't back
the chairman never back them when they're in Europe.
No.
And Oliver Glasner's it's probably their best ever manager, by the way.
Exactly.
Fantastic manager. You've given him nothing.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, he's upset.
If I'm Glasner, I'm saying I'll give you an FA Cup. I'll give you a Community Shield.
Yeah.
And look what I'm doing in the Conference League. This season as well, look what I'm doing in the Premier League. And you're still not going to probably back me in January? All right, then I need to go somewhere where I'm appreciated. I want to go and achieve bigger things. I wanted to do that at Crystal Palace. You're happy maybe with top 10 every season, but I want more. And a lot of the players, their star players, are going to want more. And I look at tonight, Addy, I look at an Arsenal team where Arsenal won 1 FA Cup under Mikel Arteta. Let's not get it twisted. Arsenal need to win trophies.
Just about to say that.
Let's get the trophy cabinet.
Just about to say it. There'll be a lot of Arsenal fans,
going.
and maybe even Arteta to an extent, sneery about this. And I say Arteta because Arteta's going to play a weakened side. He's going to play a weakened side, and I get it, right? There are bigger games to come, but surely you think, I've only won 1 trophy, and that was my first season.
Exactly.
So it wasn't even really my squad. A bit like what they do when they say Slot didn't win it in his first season, it was Klopp's team. Surely you've got to win a piece of silverware with your Arsenal.
If you're Arsenal this season, you don't win a trophy, he's got to go. And I'm not talking about a Carabao Cup. He has to win the Premier League or Champions League, or he's got to go. But
get one in the bank early. Get one in the bank early.
Yeah, get one in the bank early, the Carabao Cup. Then why you go for the Premier League, then finish with a Champions League, maybe. Why not? FA Cup. Arsenal could easily win the treble this season. That's what their fans are crying out for, trophies. But I look at tonight, and the reason why I feel fear for Palace is Arsenal's bench right against Everton. Kepa, Lewis Skelly, Wanyeri, Eze, Norgard, Marino, Gabriel Jesus, Madueke, Martinelli. Let's say he decides to start all of them tonight. It's not a weakened side.
No, that's the Premier League side that will finish in top half of the Premier League.
Top half, probably top 4.
Yeah, it's a strong side.
That's a strong.
But have you not seen Arsenal start to stutter of recent?
They have.
I watched them against Everton, and that was a team that was hanging on the last few minutes there. And at Wolves, they were very lucky at Wolves.
I feel like Wolves, they were miles off it. But I did feel against Everton, they had so many chances.
Yeah, fair.
And they were missing a lot of chances that they should have finished. And they were just making that wrong pass and some great saves and blocks. But I just look at that bench from the weekend, if they all start. And these are players that are like, I'm not happy with my game time. Madueke, Saka's the main guy. But like, come on, like I want to play more.
And when Madueke does play, he does well.
Mate, he's top.
Yeah.
Mate, he'll go to the World Cup.
Look at the goal in Europe.
I'll bet you anything now he goes to the World Cup. Thomas Tuchel was picking him before he got injured. He'll be that backup to Saka for the World Cup on that right-hand side. 100% he goes. So I look at that team of players that could play tonight, and I feel for Palace. I really do. It could be a 3-4 tonight.
What's Palace's priority this season? They're 8th in the league right now.
Forget the league.
Okay, what's the priority then? Should it be...
Go win the Conference League.
But they're closer to winning the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
So which ones... Yeah. Not sack off the league, because he can't really do that, but should he not go for it today? Should he not go...
Oh, yes.
Palace have got a decent record against Arsenal. So, yeah. But he's not going to, though, is he?
No,
he's going to play a weakened side.
No, I don't think he does.
You think he goes big? He starts, Mateta starts, Wharton, everyone starts.
I think the reason why he rested so many players and played so many youngsters in the Conference League on Thursday is because of the 2 games.
Yeah.
Against Leeds, played his best side, it backfired, didn't work, conceded sloppy goals. Tonight, he'll be saying to the players, listen, go again tonight. What's you resting players for? Don't play again till what, Sunday?
Yeah.
What are you resting players for? Win tonight, play your best team, and then go and enjoy your Christmas.
Okay, quick fire questions, yeah? Is Glasner there at the end of the season?
No. No way.
No way.
Long gone.
Gone, yeah. Is Mateta gone?
Mateta's gone.
Wharton gone?
Wharton's gone.
Gahey gone?
Gahey's long gone.
This is it. It's almost
the era.
Enjoy it now, isn't it?
It's that era, mate.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The highs of Crystal Palace will end this season. It's hard to say that because I like Crystal Palace, great fan base.
Same, agreed.
Or it's just honesty. I'm sure Simon Jordan, Crystal Palace fan, he would agree. They've had their era and they've won 2 trophies. Can they go win the Conference League? Yes, they can. Well, do I think they'll win the Carabao Cup? No, I don't. I think they lose tonight. If they got through, I feel like Chelsea would beat them. Chelsea like beating Crystal Palace.
I weirdly think some Palace fans would, obviously they're not going to agree with what you just said, but I think they'll look at it and think, it's been a great era.
Oh, 100%.
We've seen some great football at Selhurst Park. We've produced some fantastic talent. I mean, Elise has gone on to be...
Mate, Villa haven't won a trophy since 96.
There you go. Yeah.
So I'm saying, so it's a fantastic era. I'm jealous. I was part of a Villa team that couldn't get it over the line, lost in 2 finals. Winning trophies as a fan, there's nothing better. West Ham winning the Conference League and parades in London, it's amazing.
Why can't clubs... Is it just because the big clubs are just too big? Why can't clubs like Palace go again? Like almost...
Are they scared to? The investment...
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, why can't they...
Are they happy with, okay, Elise, thank you. Eze, thank you for the money. Next, okay, it's going to be Gahey, maybe 20 million in January. Is it going to be Adam Wharton, 50, whatever it's going to be? Is it going to be Mateta, 60, whatever it's going to be? Is the West Ham...
What's the ambition then?
Happy? Maybe
the Palace board. What's the ambition?
Is it
not a big... I think Selhurst Park's... I've been there, and the crowd are right on you. It's a bit like Upton Park. They're right on you. But isn't the ambition to kind of... Everyone does. You hate going there as well, by the way. Because to get there is a bit naughty as well when you've got to go through all the terraces and the houses because it's all tight. But surely the ambition is a bigger stadium.
Mate, I said this on Friday with Sam Matterface and Crookie. I was saying to Crookie, if you're a Palace fan, you're saying, won the FA Cup, won the Community Shield, look at where we are in the league table. We've got a chance of getting through the players of the Conference League. We're in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. FA Cups to come. We're in a great position to go again.
Great position.
Keep your players, invest, get a new stadium, but do the ownership want that?
They've almost just accepted selling players, staying in the Premier League, and I get it, but they've done that for years now.
They don't want to spend the bigger money on wages.
To take the risk to go again.
On transfers and on wages. Yeah. That's the problem.
I remember when Steve Parish did an interview, and he was talking about, this is before Arsenal came in for Eze. He was like, he was shocked that no one came in for him. Like he was trying to shop him around.
Yeah, why is the phone call?
Yeah, why are you trying to shop him around for? Try and keep him.
Mate, I hear exactly what you're saying, but I think they're happy with what Crystal Palace are doing. Stay in the Premier League, try and get into Europe. Can you nick a trophy now and then? And keep bringing through players. They bring in great players, don't they? They sign players young.
Sell them on.
For small money and sell them on for big. And it's a shame as a Palace fan because can you dream of getting bigger and bigger? I don't think Palace can.
All right, we're taking your calls. Palace fans might be upset to hear that, but there's a bit of truth in there as well.
Truth hurts, mate.
Yeah, truth does hurt. Gabby thinks all your big hitters are on the way out. I agree with him as well. Wharton potentially could go in the summer. Mateta, Gay could go in January. Your manager could go as well. Why can't you keep hold of them and go again? 03717 22 3344. Christmas song?
Yes.
Really?
I always think it's...
I feel like it's something that should be in Greece.
I always think it's Elvis, but it's not.
Ain't this Elvis?
It's not.
Who is it? Johnny Cash? Mud? Who's Mud?
I always thought this was Elvis.
That is Mud.
No. But it sounds like Elvis, doesn't it? No.
Yeah, they've just copied Elvis. Oh, this is an Elvis ripoff.
Sounds like Elvis. I'm not going crazy, am I?
And by the way, it's not a Christmas song. This is a love song. What? Just because it was recorded on Christmas Day? Wait, let go.
It's Christmas.
Ah, you got me. No, fair. Put my hands up. You're listening to Drive on talkSPORT. Oladipo, Gabby, Agbonlahor, and Justy. All on the app today, and you could win one of millions of prizes. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. Still to come, we are going to be getting team news ahead of the Palace against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup tonight. But just quickly, Kobbie Mainoo's chances of leaving Manchester United this summer have reportedly taken a hit due to Bruno Fernandes's injury. That does help him a little bit, no?
It does.
If that doesn't, then that's it, then, isn't it?
Oh, it's a no-brainer now, surely. If Casemiro's not fit, then you got Ugarte playing alongside Mayu. But now, take your chance.
What's his best role? 8.
Mayu, for me, if you play the normal formation, normal
old school formation,
say like a 4-3-3, you can have him as the 6 if you wanted to in a game where it's not as hard, so you don't really need someone to get the ball back. Or you play him as an 8, Fernandes and Mayu, and then Casemiro as a 6. Look at the goals he scored. Remember that goal against Wolves?
So good on the ball as yes.
Little shimmy, boom, into the far
good on the ball as well.
Exactly. What I like about him is those little 1-2s.
Yeah.
Give and go.
Won't make the World Cup, though, will he?
I don't think so.
Now there's Anderson and Wharton. He's not.
You know what, mate? I just feel that he's got probably 95% of his squad already sorted.
Yeah.
Unless injuries.
Yeah.
You've got to do something really special to get in there.
And you've got to be playing to do something special, and he's not even playing. All right, Newcastle was seeking clarification from the PG at MOL after they were denied a penalty against Chelsea over the weekend for Trevor Chalobah's challenge on Anthony Gordon. Let's get an update, though, on the darts now with Village Hotels.
PDC World Darts Championship update on talkSPORT with Village Hotels. Hit the bullseye this New Year's Eve. Party at one of our New Year's Eve events. 34 locations across the UK. Find out more at villagehotels.com.
All right, we can start with the second round results in this afternoon's session. Johnny Tatter 2, Ryan Meikle 3. Ryan Meikle going through. Daryl Gurney 2, Callan Ridds 3. Jermaine Watamina 3, Scott Williams 2. And this is the upset that we spoke to in Dantra a bit earlier about Peter Wright. Out, lost to Arno Merck. I think the Dutchman, German Arno Merck lost 3-0.
Mate, it could easily happen.
Lost 3-0.
Gerwin Price lost 3-0.
He shocked me, I did.
Yeah, I watched that one and I was actually buzzing because it annoys me a bit, Gerwin Price. But
I played pool against him the other day.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah. Smashed me to pieces. It was all right. He was completely different from what he is on the hockey. Completely different.
When you watch him, you're like, oh, he's one of them annoying people on the TV. But that's what can happen in the darts. If you're not at it, you can get shocks. I watched Luke Littler. He done well, didn't he?
He did.
Started off a bit sloppy, but then
he just knows he's got it, doesn't he?
Just know, don't you?
He's
mate, but I've got so much respect for them after playing the other day. I know I played 2 years ago at the first talkSPORT darts competition, but mate, it's not easy.
Mate, it's incredible what they do.
I threw one
it's
right.
Absolutely incredible.
I've only hit the camera.
You know, I heard about that.
The camera, mate. I hit the board.
Can you hit the camera?
I tried to put some dip on it, and it hit the camera, mate.
What really impresses me is how quick they do their maths.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
That's how quick. Obviously, I know you just got someone that tells you, innit? But how quick they do their maths to know where the out is incredible.
Very difficult, mate.
Indeed. All right, second round games live on the talkSPORT app tonight. Some good ones as well. Danny Noppert takes on Justin Hood. Gary Anderson, two-time world champion. Gary Anderson takes on Connor Scott. MVG, outsider for it. Yeah, Michael Van Gerwen takes on William O'Connor. Josh Rock takes on Joe Comito. By the way, the big story from last night came when Luke Humphreys proved far too strong for 71-year-old Paul Lim, the 2024 champion.
71, yeah.
Yeah, but Paul Lim's a legend of the game.
Amazing.
Legend.
Yes.
Like, you can go on YouTube and type him when he was playing in the BDO, when he used to be in Lakeside, and he used to be there as well. And he's been playing for years, Paul Lim. And he won a leg, which was the big story as well. The 2024 champion comfortably progressed to the third round, but only dropping a single leg. Litter and Luke Humphreys, by the way, they can meet in the final if they keep up the runs they're on, which would be good.
I remember listening to a show earlier on in the week, last week, sorry, and they're saying they don't think Luke Littler will get to the levels I feel the power Taylor in the sense of how many he won.
Impossible.
Because there's so many good players now. Yeah. You know, there's so much competition. Back then, there was less.
Yeah, and it's a bit more professional as well.
Yeah,
like obviously not that they didn't take it professional, but I mean back in the day, they were drinking on the hockey. They could have a drink.
Yeah.
And now obviously they probably do drink behind the scenes, but not in front of us. But the amount of money you can win now, just incredible. It's just you've almost got to treat this so seriously.
That's why all the academies now you can't get in. You can't get into the academies that they have.
Really?
Yeah, because there's so many kids now that are dying to play darts, that are learning. He would do. Luke Littler's just changed it, hasn't he?
Changed it all.
If you're a kid now, you're like...
It's rock and roll. He's almost a bit... He's 100%. Like a superstar.
Yep.
What is he? Is he 18 yet? Is he 18, 19? What is he?
Do you know what's mad as well, mate? Yesterday or the day before when he was on, when I seen him coming out, I was thinking, you are a superstar. Everyone's there to see you. You know in every sport you've got like a superstar.
Yeah.
He's that level above everyone of like... He must come to the darts now thinking like, I'm him.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? I'm that guy. I know anywhere I play in the UK, I'm going to have the fans on my side.
And also what he knows as well, it's almost like, probably a stupid comparison, like Mike Tyson in the 80s walk into the ring.
Yeah.
You know you've lost. I genuinely think these other darts players walk up and think, gonna lose, but if I could just win a couple of legs here, just to not make it embarrassing.
Yes.
Yeah. No, he's good.
But good. Legendary. And he's only, what, 18?
Only 18, yeah. And look, I would like to see Luke Humphries, but I'd love to see him versus MVG as well. Yes. I'd love to see it, but we'll see. All right, there you go. A bit of darts for myself and Gabby. Look at that. We can do anything, me and Gabby. All that thanks to Village Hotels. Go on. No, go on.
Nigeria have just scored.
Hey! Against who?
Good question.
Okay, we'll get that answer to come back.
PDC World Darts Championship update on talkSPORT with Village Hotels. Hit the bullseye this New Year's Eve. Party at one of our New Year's Eve events. 34 locations across the UK. Find out more at villagehotels.com.
All right, we are going to take your calls, by the way, and how big is Arsenal against Palace for both sides as well? 03717 22 3344. We're going to get team news ahead of Palace against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup as well. Adrian Darham's there for talkSPORT. But now, it's time for no Googling. Right, ahead of Arsenal versus Palace in the Carabao Cup live on talkSPORT tonight. We want to know this. Who is the highest scorer in the League Cup during the Premier League era? Who is the highest scorer in the League Cup during the That's a tough one.
I'll go for a Man City player.
Then you, sir, would be wrong. Answer when we come back.
boxing. It's a sport that makes multi-millionaires out of the world's best fighters. But it's not as flush with cash as you'd think. We all see how much the likes of Tyson Fury or Canelo Alvarez make every fight, but that's not the case for those just starting out, or those who aren't even at that level. For example, if you've just turned pro and don't have a promoter, you have to sell your own tickets, cover the cost of the venue yourself, and pay the taxman at the end of it. You might not even break even, but if you do, you're looking at 5 to 10 grand max. A mid-tier fighter might make more like 10 to 50 grand, but you still have to give up half of that in costs. So unless you're fighting for a world title, it's tough to make money. One potential way of doing it, though, is being a journeyman. Here's former European champion talkSPORT's Spencer Oliver explaining how that could work.
They want to fight every week, and they can be going in against the prospects, so they can demand good money, and they might be demanding like 5 grand, 10 grand for a 6-rounder or something, because they're going in with a prospect. He gets through that, the journeyman gets through that fight, and he can fight again next week.
I mean, even so, it's not much, and you're getting punched in the face for a job. It's only really at the top level, i.e. fighting for titles, where you're earning up to 6 figures and can afford a diamond chain or that Ferrari. So boxing isn't a sport that allows you to retire at 40 and live a life of luxury. Much like a lot of other sports and jobs in general, it takes an awful lot of luck quite early in your career to really make it worth your while.
Finally, a proper Christmas song. Taking you 2.5 hours to get a classic.
It's got to be number 1.
This is the best Christmas song of all time.
This is the one, yeah.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, on repeat. Christmas
yeah,
Day.
forever. I'm actually going to play this walking home now. You listen to Drive on talkSPORT, don't do it, don't sing. Gabby was about to sing.
Sorry.
I had to stop him. Of all the songs to sing. You listen to Drive on talkSPORT, Oladipo and Gabby Agbonlahor. I remember the question before the break, no Googling. Who is the highest scorer in the League Cup during the Premier League era? The answer is...
not me. Robbie Fowler.
Robbie Fowler. 33 goals, which is incredible.
Wow.
You almost don't believe it.
I know.
I need to fact check that. 33 goals, though.
3 a season.
Yeah, you know, you've how many Premier League seasons did he have? 15? Yeah, actually, it's not that much when you think about it.
Nah, he should have done much better.
Yeah. All right, following us from 7 o'clock, Adrian Durham hosts live Carabao Cup quarter-final action as Crystal Palace take on Arsenal at the Emirates. And now, would you believe it, Adrian the GOAT joins us. Look ahead to that game as well. Adrian, proper Christmas song, that wasn't it?
Good evening, Adrian.
I really hate it, but
okay.
It's my least favourite Christmas song ever. She's such a diva, honestly.
You're not wrong there.
There's no wonder you like her, Addy.
All right, we were discussing, Aid, how big a game this is for both sides. Arsenal obviously haven't won a trophy since Arteta's first season. Crystal Palace have a chance to win back-to-back silverware for the first time ever in their history. How big a game for both, or is it a game which either could do without?
One thing I will say is, I'm Robbie Fowler, by the way. When he was a teenager, he scored 5 goals against Fulham in the League Cup in a 10-0 win. So he got off to a very. I think the stat is that literally every time he touched the ball, he scored. It was an incredible start, but he didn't get off to anything but a fly.
Legend.
I think with this game tonight, I'm really hoping Crystal Palace goes strong, and I've got a feeling that they will. They didn't go strong for the Europa Conference League, and it bit them badly. They've got to play a playoff, so it's an extra game for them. This is their 29th game of the season. Let me put it into context. Man United have played 18.
Wow.
And any wonder Oliver Glasner is unhappy with the depth or lack of it of the squad that he was presented with at the end of the summer window. So I'm fascinated by how Crystal Palace, what side they put out, because he hasn't had much room for manoeuvre, and they've had 9 games. So since the international break, they've had 9 games, and there isn't one Palace player who started every single one of those games, but a lot of them have played a lot of minutes in those games. They've had some injuries along the way as well. And you're right, Arsenal haven't won this League Cup since the 1990s. So
wow.
You know, and I heard an Arsenal fan, and I'm not going to give it away who it was, but it was my producer tonight. And he was saying, I don't care about the League Cup.
Here we go.
Honestly, Siri, come on.
One trophy in 5 years, Adrian, and they're not bothered about it.
Arsenal could do the quadruple this season.
Exactly.
Can you imagine the glory for every Arsenal fan lording it up? I mean, it's going to be bad enough if they win the title, but you know, if they win the lot, crikey, and we won't be able to shut them up. We'll all have to emigrate. But listen, I don't know if Arsenal will go that strong, because they can feel that hot breath of Man City down there next in the Premier League.
But Adrian, don't you look at their bench though from the weekend? I read it out earlier. Kepa, Luis Skelly, Ranieri, Eze, Norgard, Marino, Gabriel Jesus, Madueke, Martinelli. If they all start, they're still strong, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, and they have got a stronger squad in depth than they've had before, which makes me think that they will or should go on to win the title. And Gabriel Jesus as well, we believe he's going to start his first game since January, and it's a beautiful story all around, really, because you can't help but like him. It doesn't matter that he plays for Arsenal now. You've got to still love Gabriel Jesus. So I'm very keen to see him back, because that ACL was a big one for him. And he's gone public about it, about his feelings about it, and how his world collapsed, his world crumbled. You know, and I've always had a lot of sympathy for injured players. Yeah, when I hear somebody say, "Oh, we've got to get rid of him because he's injured all the time," I think, "Geez, this is a human being who's achieved the dream of being a pro footballer, and then he's having it taken away from him by injuries that he can't help. He's being committed to the cause and getting injured in that cause." And that's why he can't play. So I do have a lot of sympathy for injured players. So I'll be keen to see him back on the pitch and fit and firing. And listen, he's had a couple of sub-appearances. But, I mean, Arsenal have been lucky in the last few games. Brentford rested pretty much every good player they've got. And so Arsenal cruised to a 2-0 win. Wolves, it was 2 own goals. And Everton, 1 penalty was given for Arsenal. 1 penalty against them wasn't given. So they've been riding their luck recently.
They certainly have. And they'll be hoping for a bit more luck towards the end of the season. Hey, see you at 7, my man. Thank you very much.
Up, man, Aid.
Okay, what's your rider tonight, Addy? I know Mariah Carey has a lot of flowers in her dressing room. What was yours, mate? Was it?
Yeah, I more a bit of champagne, a bit of Bollinger.
I can believe that, mate.
I certainly can. Yeah.
By the way, the boxing at the weekend, the big bloke who's a professional boxer beat the little bloke who's not a professional boxer, and we're all shocked, aren't we?
He's on form today, isn't he? Someone get him some chocolate, would you?
Up, man, Aid.
Cheers.
All right, as it's nearly Christmas, and we're joined by Gabby. Amazing, the GOAT, as I said. And we're joined by Gabby Agbonlahor. It is time for us to look back on this.
Agbonlahor has stolen back for the Visitors, looking for Carew, and this could be a goal. It is.
Carew did his bit, and so did Agbonlahor.
Here comes the Aston Villa counter. Agbonlahor, vital challenge by Ricardo Carvalho, but it took too much of the man. It is red. Barry for Aston Villa. Scores! 4-4, and who would begrudge this spirited Villa fight back again?
There have been some incredible 4-4s. It almost seems to be the number, isn't it? 4-4s. You think of Liverpool versus Newcastle over the years as well. This one, you just heard there, was 2007. Boxing Day classic it was. Aston Villa went 2-0 up at Stamford Bridge before Chelsea came back to lead 3-2 before the game eventually ended 4-4 thanks to a 92nd minute penalty from Gareth Barry. Never in doubt. Almost James Milner-esque. You just know when they're going to step up, they're going to score. The game also ended as 10 players against 9. Chelsea's Ricardo Carvalho sent off for a 2-footed challenge on our very own Gabby Agbonlahor. Could have been, honestly, in today's football, that 2-footed challenge would have been like a 10-game ban. Horrific. How are you okay?
I'm still
limping because it was
to be honest. If you haven't seen it, you need to check on YouTube. 2-footed Carvalho challenge. When it happened, I remember thinking has he broke my leg? I remember doing a full-on gambol in the air, landing and thinking, please, looked and I was fine. He did catch me. That's the sort of tackle now where
no chance.
I reckon you'd probably sue.
Yeah.
I'll probably sue him now. if he'd done that to me now, that sort of challenge.
That's my point. You don't just get a red card for that nowadays.
Graham Souness tackle back in the day where it was like, play on. You know what I mean? Or get up. It was disgusting challenge, and he was quite dirty like that, Carvalho. Top defender, quick, very good on the ball, but had that dirty side to him.
What was that game like to play? Because that's when you were coming through at Villa, so you weren't through the middle at the time. You were off the right and off the left sometimes. But John Carew, Sean Maloney up front.
Yeah, I think that game Sean Maloney played off John, and I think
old traditional big man, little man.
Yeah. But that wasn't. It was very rare that Sean played. To be honest, at Villa before he went to Celtic. But when Martin first come in, he was obsessed with like youngsters and quick players. Got rid of some of the older players. I think Lee Hendry left at that first season, second season. I just remember he loved me to just get on the ball and just get at my fullback and try and get crosses in. That first goal, nice little left-footed dink to the back post. John Carew headed across the box into Maloney, but that was when Martin O'Neill was really doing big things at Villa.
Yeah, that's when he that's when he almost bring Ashley Young through as well.
Ashley Young,
yeah.
Addy,
talk about pace.
Honestly, mate, Ashley Young. I was actually at Watford on a month's loan when he was there. I replaced him at Watford when he was injured. I remember coming back from loan, and the season afterwards he signed. And he had everything, mate. Quicker with the ball. One of those players, Morgan Rogers, similar. When they're running with the ball, they're quicker. He had that chop, 3 or 4 chops, defenders on the floor, then put a cross in. And then when he had time, he always knew the right time to put the ball into the channel for me. And then I'd hold it up, give it him back, get in the box, get a cross in. We just knew each other's game at that time. And to think they're still playing now at Ipswich.
It's crazy.
And I can't get around the 6-a-side pitch.
That's testament to him, isn't it?
Oh,
I mean,
100%.
That's incredible.
James Milner, similar.
Another one. Like, I think many felt when Ashley Young went to Italy, he almost felt like he was winding down. Yeah, he felt like that Oscar is winding down. He's come back and he's Everton and, as you mentioned, Ipswich. I think
Technique,
he's fantastic.
Mate, that whip into the corner, scored some great goals at Manchester United as well. What a player.
What a player indeed. Did you be honest there? Did you enjoy playing Boxing Day? I mean, some absolutely hate. Okay.
No.
Yeah, no.
I had kids quite early. Had my first son at 21. So during that era of like Boxing Day, there was a game Boxing Day, then there was one 2 days afterwards, then 2 days after that. It was a lot, mate. A lot of football, a lot of players. You never trained. A lot of injuries around that time. How did
the foreign players adapt? The English players would have been used to it. How did the foreign players that it's so used to
they didn't like it.
Winter break.
They didn't like it. They were used to winter break. But even the English lads still, mate, I know people will say, oh, you're getting paid all this money, but leaving your kids on Christmas morning. And some of the players who lived in London, for instance, or Manchester and travelled.
Difficult.
They'd probably leave their house at like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Christmas morning because you had to come to training, then you had to go on them to a hotel. And you always check when the fixtures come out in June who you were playing Boxing Day. And if you had Newcastle away, you were like, for goodness sake, Newcastle away, you'd have to go down.
How far
you have to go early on Christmas Day to go and stay in a hotel. So yeah, I didn't like playing around Christmas.
Going back to that game, 4-4 against, at the time, I remember it was a Chelsea side that had just sacked Jose Mourinho.
Top team, mate.
Top team.
Oh, wow.
Did you underachieve then, considering?
100%.
Do you think this Villa side are underachieved under Mourinho?
100%. 3 years in a row we finished in the top 6. But for each of those 3 years, that February, we were like maybe 4, 5, 6 points ahead of 5th place in 4th. I remember Martin O'Neill in like March and like end of March, April, hammering us in the change room. You bottled it all the years here. Cowards. Savage, mate. Cowards. Honest to God, cowards. He would say cowards like 10 times. We were though. We were in the.
Why? Why is that to get over the hump? Why couldn't you get over the hump?
I don't know, mate. It's like he wouldn't change the team. So, say if you had 18, 19 players, that 11 played every game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? We even rested players in the UEFA Cup, and then we got knocked out of the UEFA Cup early every time because we were resting players to try and get top 4 again. It was like we need top 4. Getting top 6 was disappointment with how good our team was. And then Gareth Barry went, and then Ashley Young and Milner left, and it was like, okay then. And then that's when Martin left as well. So we had that 3-4 years where we should have got top 4 and we missed out and we underachieved for sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Some would say 6 is pretty good. Really good. How would you compare that Villa side to the Villa side now?
This side's a lot better.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we had top players: Gareth Barry, Julian Petrov, James Milner, Ashley Young, John Carew,
exactly,
Larson, Downing. But I look at an all-round.
A lot of those would get into that starting 11 now.
No, I don't think Downing gets in. It's
Gareth
difficult.
Barry in midfield?
Gareth Barry gets in.
Yeah.
Petrov,
on the
Milner,
right-hand side?
Youngie. I think they all get in.
Would you
but
back
it's
yourself?
close. No, I wouldn't put myself.
You wouldn't put yourself on the right hand side.
Okay, I would.
Yeah.
No, but I look at now, mate. I look at like the whole team. You like look at the goalkeeper. We didn't have a goalkeeper of Martinez's standards. Conte. We had good
Scott
centre
Carson, didn't you? For a while?
we had Larson and Malberg and Zach Knight and Curtis Davies, but they weren't on the level of Conte. Martin and Digne at left back. You know, our left back, we had Freddie Boomer, great guy, decent player. Right back, we struggled really with right back. I look at the midfield, Kamara, Tielemans. I look at McGinn. I look at Rodgers now.
Difficult.
Yeah, but you can't forget what that era did. Ashley Young, top player as well.
Yeah. And I think John Carew could get in so many Premier League sides. I really
Agreed.
do. All right, when we come back, we're going to hear from some of the managers doing their rounds on the press conferences for the games coming up this weekend.
Snow is falling all around me.
You know what? I take it back earlier. I said Mariah Carey's song is this is the Christmas song.
Yes.
This is it. My apologies, everyone listening. Driving at home. Addy doesn't know his music. He does.
Top song.
This is it. This is the one.
Song.
Even Adrian Darwin will be out with this. Right, this is the Drive on talkSPORT. Addy Oladipo, Gabby, Agbonlahor, and Just Eat right now. There are millions of prizes to be won from the Champions League final tickets to £1,000 in cash when you place an order on the app. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Follow us till 7 o'clock. As I said, Adrian Darwin hosts live Carabao Cup quarter-final action as Crystal Palace take on Arsenal at the Emirates. The team news is in for that one, and Jim Proudfoot has all the details. Jim.
Addy, thank you. Season's greetings to both of you. 8 changes for Arsenal tonight, only 3 for Palace. The reshuffle Gunners still strong, though. Timber, Saliba and Calafiori, the players retained. Gabby Jesus starts for the first time in 345 days and makes his 100th appearance for the Gunners. It's Palace's 29th game of the season. That's a tally that surpasses everyone else in one of Europe's major leagues. They swap the keepers. They bring Cambo in, as well as Jefferson Lerma, with Klein and Hughes, the players that make way. So Arsenal have Aretha Balaga in goal, Timber, Saliba, Calafiori moving into the centre, and Lewis Skelly recalled at left back. Then in midfield, it's Marino, Norgard and Eze against his former club. He scored the winner the last time they met. Madueke, Jesus and Martinelli, the front 3. Palace, Benitez in goal, Richards, Lacroix and Gahey, Cambo, Lerma, Walton and Mitchell, and Nketiah and Pino, and Mateta up front. And I'm delighted to say that Scott Minto is alongside me for Arsenal against Palace in the cold of North London from 8 o'clock.
Thank you very much, Jim. That is...
I told you.
That Arsenal 11 is basically just... I mean, that could start in the Champions League.
What did I say, though?
You said he's going to go.
I says, and I have all the players that started on the bench against Everton. The only player that's missed out is Wanyeri. And I feel that, is it coming to the stage now where Wanyeri has to say January? We've seen Hendrick. He's gone to Lyon in January. I think it's a stage now where if you're Wanyeri's parents and agent...
How old is he, though? How old is he?
To go. He's young, mate.
Do you need to go? Do you need to go at that age? Do you not want to stay around the group?
Similar age. Hendrick's a young player as well. You need to play, mate. You're not.
I just remember early Phil Foden not getting minutes, and obviously it was David Silva's in front of him, and there was a lot of talk about Phil going, and it was almost a case of you've just got to stay around those type of players.
You know what, mate? I would say that, but then I look at the options that Arsenal have got, and Saka gets rested. Madueke's going to play. If Martinelli's not playing, Trossard's going to play, or Eze, he's not going to get time. Dauman's going to be coming through as well. If I'm Wanyeri, I'm saying January, just let me go.
Yeah.
In Europe,
the
European team.
When Odegaard was injured, it was Wanyeri. Now it's Eze.
Hey, 6 months. That's all that Hendrick's gone from Real Madrid.
Just do that. You're right.
Yeah, there's no buy clause. There's nothing. 6 months, and you have to play him a certain amount of games. If I'm Wanyeri, just let me go and play some football. Come on.
Yeah. When you hear that, I think that me and you were saying during the break that Arsenal could absolutely smash Palace. When you see it now, you can almost feel like there's going to be a few goals because there's players in the Arsenal side, Gabriel Jesus being the obvious one, that are desperate to get into the starting 11 reckoning.
Eze needs to pick up his form. Scored a hat-trick against Spurs. He's found himself out of the team a little bit with Odegaard coming back in. Eze needs a performance tonight. Martinelli.
Eze's been a bit of a weird one, hasn't he?
Yeah, in and out.
Some games are 10, some games just not there.
Exactly. Midfield, Marino's playing midfield today with Norgard. He's going to want to get forward and get goals. Wow. I think this is a 3-4, maybe 3-4-1 to Arsenal.
Are you surprised he's not started Gyökeres just to get the fitness back up to squad?
No.
Just take it easy with him.
No, I feel that Gabriel Jesus coming back from that long-term injury, nearly a year out, was it? Or just over a year? He needs to get game time. And also, mate, they've got a big game coming up on the weekend as
well.
By
the way, I was wrong about this as well. I said that Arteta might be, and Arsenal fans might be a bit sneery to the trophy. The bench suggests to me that even if they start 11... won't win it, the bench will.
Sometimes
he's got everyone on the bench.
Sometimes, mate, they normally games like this. Okay, gonna play some of the players that aren't playing, and then your Sakas, your Odegaards, your Declan Rices. Go and sit upstairs and watch it.
Not
your
this
box.
time.
But he's not.
Is that respect to Palace?
Yeah, it's respect and respect saying that like
and to the
Palace
trophy.
On their day can cause anyone problems. We've seen that. So if I do need a bit of help, and the players that have been asking to play, they've been on the bench, aren't performing. All right, you're off. 50 minutes, Saka, you're on. 60 minutes, Declan Rice, need you in there. We're getting opened up in the midfield. Norgard's not doing it. So he's taking it seriously. Fair play to him, Mikel
Arteta. Good luck.
The exciting game to watch tonight.
Now, all of a sudden, when you see the starting 11, you're like, okay, now this is the game.
Yes.
That you get home and watch, and it should be a good game as well. Gabby, thank you very much, my man.
Been a pleasure, Addy.
Been a pleasure. 6 a.m.
6 a.m. start tomorrow.
Ooh, so what time do you get up?
5:59.
Yeah.
20 past 5.
Oh, jeez.
20 past 5.
Jeez.
It's okay.
First world problems. First world problems. Indeed. I'll be back tomorrow as well for Drive with Jason Cundy. But up next, remember, it is Carabao Cup quarter-final action. Adrian Durham hosts the big one. It is Arsenal versus Crystal Palace.